Welcome to another episode of Please Delete This.
Hold on.
Anything else before we get
I
started?
didn't offer her a
Oh, we gotta get you a
lip
shirt
chap.
too. If
I'm
we
looking for
have
a
any.
lip chap.
Oh, okay. There we go. And a shirt.
Go ahead.
They're not doing anything in the basement anyway right now.
That's there for people. That's why they're on the table.
Okay. Well, I meant the shirts, but okay.
Go.
Episode 279.
Really?
279. We're up there.
2 plus 7 is 9.
Wonderful.
We got a numerology.
Yeah. I'm going to push the mic a little close to your face. Well, welcome to another episode of Please Delete This. In the building, we have Darren.
Genevieve.
And we are joined by someone special. So special, in fact, I'm going to let you
I was
introduce
going to say,
them.
you just met her.
So that's how special she is.
Today, we are joined by Tracey from the Little State Big Voices podcast.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah.
So we're doing a little crossover event. Unfortunately, Bim is not here with us and Shahid is not here with us, but we will hold it down for the two podcasts in one.
Yes.
So, welcome, Tracey.
Yay.
Thank you. I'll say, hey, y'all. That's what I listen. That's what I say. I don't know how I started saying that.
Hey,
but it's
y'all.
my thing now.
It's your trademark. It works. Little State Big Voices is a podcast that Jen met earlier this year, and two wonderful women who bring light to different people, places, interesting things going on in Rhode Island. They bring the voice to it, and it's really interesting. But they describe themselves as transplants from Boston, right? I think you've been here for 6-7 years. 6?
5 years.
5 years.
Well, now let's see, 5.5 now.
Okay. And then Shahida's been here for much longer.
Yeah, she's been here about 20 years.
And on this podcast, not that we have a problem with transplants, but we
Speak your piece. Sir, because,
so you say speak your piece. I recognize today I can't really speak my piece because I am also a transplant.
You are not doing that.
I was born in Boston and I
God.
came here when I was 2.
So you immigrated to Rhode Island,
did.
but you tried to come from me.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
No. Not me come from you because
He came here when he was 2.
I'm still a transplant.
What hospital were you born in?
I don't know.
Boston Medical.
I was in
probably.
born in Dorchester, I believe.
Oh, maybe you were born in St. Margaret.
I can ask my mom. She just left me.
Okay.
But I was like, oh shoot, am I a transplant?
You really weren't born in women and infants. That's crazy.
I was not.
So talk to me about how you feel about transplants. I'm interested to hear your take.
So you're not gonna get the full take because
Bim's not here.
Bim is the one who has the gripe.
He would let me have it.
Yes, he will let you have it. Me, okay.
And I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
Well, what are the things that irk you about transplants? Because clearly there's something. It's a thing.
For me, it's transplants that come and don't want to embrace the culture that's already here. Like, you guys embrace the culture that's here, the food and everything, and the people, and you're assimilating into it. There are a lot of transplants that come and they're like, okay, we're here now, so we're going to change everything. And that's what irritates me.
Oh, we're not gonna play by not the rules, but we're not gonna play towards the Rhode Island rules.
Yeah.
Like they park wherever they want, and
Yeah.
they overcrowd things, and then they buy up property and then they resell it for higher prices.
Yeah.
But that's how I feel about tourists anywhere I go.
True.
So I feel like what you're saying is some people come here with a tourist mentality.
Yes.
And they don't appreciate Rhode Island. Me personally, I appreciate Rhode Island. I love it here. I consider this my new home.
Yeah.
And that's why I rocked with them. I was like, they're not like regular transplants. They're not trying to colonize Rhode Island.
Absolutely not.
You know, I think that's the word. The transplants I don't like try to colonize.
Yes. And that's the channel Bim, because Bim has an electric vehicle that he'll go charge at the free spots, and he'll be like, "Look at them! They're all just taking over the spots, all the red license plates and everything." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
My license plate is now blue.
You got the wave.
I'm
Hey.
official now.
It's lit.
So you're outnumbered here right now, Jen. 2 transplants to 1.
So tell us about your podcast, Tracey.
Little State Big Voices. So what's funny is that's not the podcast we set out to do. That's the podcast we are doing, and we love doing it. But we actually were going to do more of a true crime, without the murder,
No way.
podcast that was inspired by a newspaper clipping that I found in my house when I bought my house.
Oh.
It's-
Okay.
And it's like the clipping was from like 1960. So I forget what year it was from, but it was about a black little girl named Michelle who had been abandoned at the train station.
Oh wow!
And then it was like, I was like, what happened to baby Michelle? That was supposed to be the podcast.
Huh.
So we still ain't figured that out. We still caught on the trail of what happened to baby Michelle, but we were like, we gotta do something. We gotta do something. So we just started figuring out, okay, we both live here. We enjoy Rhode Island. Our families are here. Our kids are going to school, have gone to school, started life here. So, let's figure out what there is to love about Rhode Island and share it with other people, because I think people don't know and they didn't understand. So, and we talked to the people that we're interested in talking to. We go, I love to eat. Shahida loves politics. So we were, and I love to laugh. So I like comics. I love poetry. So I was like, I just want to talk to all these people, and that's kind of what we do. And Shahida actually she's cheating on me. She got another podcast.
Ooh, girl.
So that's a lie. She's not really cheating on me, because low key she had the other podcast first.
Ooh, so you're the
mistress.
Yeah, you're the mistress here.
So her other podcast is still dope, and she co-hosts that with Tanya Tillman and Chris Williams.
Oh.
And they started off as a reality show podcast, and then it kind of got into hot topics, and then we just want to make our podcast more niche, more Rhode Island, more black.
Yeah.
And,
Well, I'd say it's really working for you guys, because
thank you.
It's really interesting to see the different people you're speaking to and the different places you're going. So much so that you guys recently won a Motif Award. Congratulations.
Shocked the shit. I was like, are you sure you're talking to the right people? You talking about us? We were really surprised by that, but I was like, well, maybe we're just that good. So, we receive it, and that gave us the confidence to keep going. And we are very aggressively recording weekly. I don't know why we made that decision, but it's our calling. So
it's working for you.
Thank you.
It's working for you. I believe.
I love what you all do, because I've told Jen already. I think I told you too, that sometimes I'm out in public listening to your podcast on my AirPods, and I have to go back to my car, because people who work in a store are looking at me like I might need some help. So, because I'm laughing so hard. So I enjoy your podcast.
Oh, we appreciate
and the things
it.
you talk about, in your banter too.
Yeah, we're full of banter here. And what's really great about their podcast is, in such a short time, it's made this impact. They've only started this year.
We started Martin Luther King Day. We are very pro-black over at our podcast.
I love that.
We are so.
As you should be.
We started first day of Black History Month, so don't
okay.
We're in the same boat. We're in the same boat.
So
don't say we're in the same boat.
We are.
Oh yeah, we don't want to.
Last time we were all on a boat, it didn't end well.
Oh dear.
Took a turn, sorry.
That might have to be the title.
Yeah, Martin Luther King Day this year, because we just said we have to do it. We have to stop procrastinating. So that's what we did. Shout out to Lit Arts. They, we got our start there, doing them, using their equipment, and then we've branched out since then.
Excellent. Can you tell the good people where they could find your beautiful podcast?
Yes, absolutely. We're on Instagram, we are on TikTok, and we are also on YouTube. And you can find us at Little State Big Voices. We're also on Facebook. So all you aunties and nanas that are out there want to listen.
Why do people say that?
I was going to say, me and Darren.
I stay on Facebook.
Darren be putting up questions.
Please. I'm always on Facebook, but it has a reputation. The youngins, they act like they don't want to be on Facebook.
But they're there. They're secretly there.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm on Facebook every day. So
yeah, and of course, our dear friend Bim, like Jen had mentioned, couldn't be here this evening, but we look forward to seeing him next time, and of course Shahida as well.
Yes, absolutely. I think it will be great. That would be interesting, the 5 of us.
Very.
That might be the most we've had.
I think we've done 5 before, but I can't think of who it was.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
So, meeting all these different people from Rhode Island, obviously so many different personalities. Who stands out so far of the people that you've...
Excellent question.
Let us see. So I only pick on people I really want to talk to in the first place, and I haven't been disappointed yet.
Okay.
We interviewed Jonathan Pitts Wiley, who's very famous in the theater arts community. So he has just that commanding voice. We actually let him do most of the talking in that episode, which rare and unusual. So, but he just has that deep, like velvety voice, and he's also been in Rhode Island forever. I think he's a native Rhode Islander. Julia Broom from Kin, she's also a native Rhode Islander. She just has brought soul food to downtown Providence, which, didn't have anything like that really until she showed up there. Who else? We've met with Gabe Amo, Rudy Cabrera, who's really
Rude.
Yeah, Rudy Rude. Rudacious.
Yeah.
So he's a spoken word artist, and we actually probably will end up talking to him again because he has some upcoming features. Gosh, I can't pick. They're all my favorites.
Okay, so then where has been your favorite place to eat thus far?
Oh my gosh, my favorite place to eat. Julia, don't hold me, but I like the ethnic foods.
Mm-hmm.
So I honestly, like, if I'm just going for quick takeout, I love Village, downtown Providence. They have really good jollof and
Really?
chicken. Yeah, so when I go, it's good. I don't go that often, so I would have to say, I mean, I've eaten at some really good places, but I like Peruvian too. So
Ooh.
Los Andes is like a
That's
favorite
his spot.
because they pile it on, and
yeah.
it's a vibe. There's someone going around with a guitar. You could cash app him his tips. It's cute. They got snow globes popping in the yard, so Los Andes is fun.
They got another restaurant.
Brasa y Chifa.
Yeah, have you been there?
Yes, I have.
Is it good?
Oh, I go to all the restaurants.
And she just
It
rolled
is
off the tongue.
good.
Brasa chifa.
Brasa y Chifa. Yeah, it's really good. It's like cafeteria style when you walk in, so you can
good.
see everything,
Oh,
and then you
okay.
pick but they also do the stir fry. I'm really doing a whole commercial for them. Y'all need to sponsor
really?
these podcasts, okay? There's a lot of good places, but those are probably two of my favorites. The Peruvian spots are always good.
One of Darren's favorites just burnt down recently. We haven't talked about it. How you feeling?
Man.
What place is that?
Now I'm embarrassed again. I love Applebee's.
Okay.
Look at her. She's like, I'm judging you. She's the judgment in her
I'm not
eyes.
judging you.
The judgment is swirled in her eyes. She's like, oh, okay.
I have absolutely no poker face. So I'm not judging
It's okay
you
to judge me. It's
per
fine.
se. I'm just saying Applebee's
She's
is
like,
not
of
my,
all places.
not my top pick.
No, I
but-
love Applebee's. So, when we were younger, we were broke. That's where we used to go.
So it's like a memory. It's like, it's a visceral
It's a
memory.
good feeling.
Okay, I like
Onion
that.
blossom. Who doesn't love a good onion blossom? And so they recently burned down in Garden City. A couple years ago, my wife, because I love bothering my wife about this, how like, let's go to Applebee's, let's go, and she gets upset about it. So she finally had my birthday at Applebee's.
Oh my god.
Embarrassed. And I had to apologize to everybody. I'll never do this again.
But
I'm really
clearly,
sorry.
it's your jam.
I
so-
love it.
I mean, so that's a good wife. I'm saying
She's a great wife. Poor child. I don't know why she chose
But
it.
so my family's from Honduras, so I need seasoning.
Yeah, so that's
and I
what
need flavor.
I was listening to you say that, and I was like, "You're Honduran."
Yeah, Honduran.
Honduran. I'm sorry.
Yes, the IANs are for the European.
My bad.
We Honduran.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, are there any restaurants that have Honduran food?
cuisine here. I haven't been to any. I think there is one. Usually the ones that I go to, I just eat from family. Like I don't go to Honduran restaurants.
Got it.
That's how
Yeah.
That's why I
Yeah.
was surprised when she said village with the jollof. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
go
yeah.
looking for that, but it's good to know that
I
they
would go to
have
my
that.
mom's house. Yeah.
My mom ain't cooking.
Not.
no more.
You know what I mean? Like it's like Haitian food. I'm not gonna go far for Haitian food. Let's go to my mom.
Right.
Or Dominican food. I'll just go to in-laws' house.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Jen, what are we talking about this week?
Oh boy, wait. All right, so I'm going to gift you one of these.
I'm gonna check on the
They both
camera.
have
real quick.
one in there.
Yes, they should.
Okay.
We got the ASMR going on.
So pick a box because I don't know which one's which.
I'll take this one.
Okay, you can take one out of there for yourself.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
we made little Burt's Bees lip chat for no reason,
I love gifts. Thank you.
and so that's what that is.
Oh, thank you. I love it.
Um,
Got to keep the lips hydrated.
You know what I
Listen.
mean? Especially when you're chit chatting. You know what I hate when you go to the dentist and they want to keep your mouth open and your lips get all dry. Then they want to keep asking you questions.
Can I tell you though? So I don't know. So actually, if I had to pick one of my most interesting interviews, it was with Dr. Alesh at Marigold Dental Studio in
Okay.
Pawtucket. She's a black dentist. Her entire staff is black women.
Yep.
And they put Vaseline on your lips.
Wow.
Love.
And they have TV in noise cancellation. So when you're reclined back, there's a TV on the ceiling and one straight ahead. So you're getting drilled and all that. I'm watching, whatever my show is. I'm telling you, it is a game changer.
See, that's
Pawtucket?
beautiful.
Yes.
It's in the plaza next to the Antonios.
Oh.
That is an act of love. I don't care what anybody says. She put that Vaseline, they put that Vaseline on your lips and you're like, I feel so seen.
Right.
Like, I feel so seen.
What makes me chuckle is the white people that go there must be like, oh.
I don't know. Well, it looks almost like a spa when you walk in, but yeah, I don't know if they
must be a
get
little
Vaseline.
confused.
Maybe that's a black privilege. I don't know if they get it.
You don't let the secret out. You let the cat out the bag.
I don't know. That might be like, our thing. So.
I believe it.
Do they ask first, like, would you like Vaseline, or is it just like, let me start?
It's just part of it's part of the process. I just let it happen, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. I let it happen. I've been back several times. I think I'd be calling her and nothing be hurting. I'm like, can you just look in my mouth real quick?
Girl, I got you. Sit down. No, because I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, because I'm just thinking of the white person that's just like sitting there, like
They're trying to find the lip.
Well, there's not much lip there. Yeah, there's not much lip there.
Oh,
sorry, guys. That was just an easy joke.
Listen, we're fresh off the election. I'm still very upset with y'all. Okay, you're in timeout. So
this guy's going crazy already.
Yeah, we don't even go there yet.
Yeah,
so no, I need to work up to that.
Nope, we're gonna walk that back.
Damn, I was gonna say something about the dentist and the like they don't. It's so funny. Like I've gone to get like a shot or something.
Yeah.
And then they go to put a Band-Aid on you and it don't really stick. And then you ever had that where they ask you, "You got lotion on?" And it's like, "Duh, of course."
Really?
That's happened at least twice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like do you have?
It just won't stick. Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, you be ashy.
Okay, no. Yes, that. Yes, that. But it doesn't happen with the bandits. It happens when they get like EKGs. Because they be.
Yeah.
They're just real ghetto in Boston because they really just roll off a piece of that hard tape and just tape that cotton ball
I don't
on
have
there
time.
real good. Yeah.
I don't have time.
Maybe I need better health care.
You still go to Boston for your healthcare, huh?
Yeah,
right. I'm not gonna judge you.
I do. I go to. It's like a half an. I'm phasing my way in. It was a hard.
I see.
It was a hard transition.
I believe, but just the troop to Boston would just get me. Like, no.
So my son is in college in Boston, and my daughter lives there. My mother still lives there. So
Okay.
I'm back and
So you
forth
go
all the
there.
time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
Shout out to Stacy. She does the same thing. My sister, who lives about 10 minutes from here, she's originally from Boston as well.
Yeah.
And
Ew.
yeah, and she'll troop up to, I think her dentist is up
But
there.
I'm from the real Boston. I'm not from like
Let's talk
Boston,
about it.
but living in the suburbs. I was born in the South End. Well, no, actually, when I was born, I grew up. I was in the South End. Then we moved to Roxbury. Then we moved to the South End. I've lived in Hyde Park, Dorchester, Mattapan. Like I've lived in the real Boston.
Okay.
And so I have full appreciation when I come out here for like all the different communities. Like right now I consider where I live ghetto, and I say that with affection because I'm happy that I see a couple winos when I'm taking my morning walk. I feel safe. Okay.
Listen, I'm right there with you. And like we could do things around my house and not have to worry, but you try to do that same thing around here.
We can have a party till 3, 4, 5 in the morning. Ain't nobody calling police.
Yeah,
Just,
you're right.
We're good.
Yeah.
Like neighbors on either, and we have all different ethnicities on our street. But I tease Shahida because she lives in North Providence. I'm like, girl, you know what that is? That's systematic racism. Because why is it a north? the place is only so big. Why y'all need a north and an east?
And an east side.
Come on now.
Yeah. Out here it's pretty much that too.
Yeah.
When we see one of us walking down the street, we're like, oh my god,
Hi.
where they? Oh hi, hey.
Have you ever been anywhere though, and you're so happy to see other Black people, and they don't acknowledge you, and you be mad?
Yes. Yeah. All the time. Yeah. Come on, man. Like,
I just smiled.
Do you not see me? Like,
you see me.
we're supposed to be having a moment.
Exactly.
Right here.
I give you the head nod, and
That
you don't
happened
give.
to me the last time I was in Warwick.
I believe it. I feel like I'm one of those, like, if I pass by one, brother, I'm like, what's good, brother? And they don't say anything, like, oh, hi. Like, come on, I gave you more than just a
head nod. and the come on.
Yeah, I gave you a brother. Thank you, sister. And nothing. Have a good one. Like, no. Come on.
Give it to me.
It's very offensive.
I don't know that I'm offended, but I am bothered.
I am.
Yeah.
I went to Hobby Lobby in Warwick.
Don't go there, girl.
I went there for a very specific reason. It's only my second time ever being in that store. That store got a lot going on.
That's too much.
And there's a lot of white women who don't work in the daytime. That's what I learned. going there.
So much.
Right. So let me not make this into a bash white people episode, but sometimes it be like that.
It's a little too easy sometimes.
But I went there the day after the election. You know how awkward that was?
Oh, really?
Because I had to get the hoodies.
It was a weird energy.
Very.
Like that whole first few days.
Yes.
And that's why I was so upset about how I was treated with the last time I saw a black person in Warwick, because it was like literally the Thursday, 2 days. We're 48 hours in.
Yes.
I'm like, oh my God.
I need support.
I'm in like a sea of non-BIPOCs, and I see these two black women. I'm like, they're a beacon of light to me.
Here we are.
And then I'm like, hi. And they're just like, yeah, okay,
right,
hi. Bye. And do I know you?
Are you lost?
And then a bunch of other really cool sisters came, and it made it wonderful.
Okay.
Like all the ladies from Channel 6, shout out to Channel 6, Channel 10, Kennedy, Barbara, don't make me, Teme Tope, all those girls came through and really like just made it so warm, and Julia was there too.
Oh. Yeah. Well, yeah, you'll find
Hobby
that
Lobby
Girl.
Yeah, what'd you be for Hobby Lobby? Just it.
Oh man,
we said we're gonna
stay off the politics.
Okay.
But they are pretty much run by like the most fundamentalist of right wing wingers.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did
I
not
don't
know
support
that.
that. And if I don't know that you're doing that, that's fine. I don't know what they're doing down at Michael's and Joann's, but I know what they're doing at Hobby Lobby. So.
Does that mean you're not all for Chick-fil-A either?
Oh, I've stopped eating Chick-fil-A like 3 or 4 years ago. I'm for my people. Yeah.
I'm not that strong yet.
I'm very strong. I'm weaning myself off Amazon as well.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I don't do Amazon, so I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I do at work, but
It's that real.
You got it at work. It's not your fault.
They pay me to do it,
Yeah,
but
yeah. But I'm not happy about it.
no, I'm not. I'm not.
Taking these bone with attitude.
Everybody gets on me like, what do you mean you don't have Amazon? Like, I don't have Amazon. It's fine.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Not even for any reason. It's just.
But so what was happening? What was the energy you were receiving at the Hobby Lobby?
It was like, it was half and half.
They were scared.
I felt like half the people. I feel like half the people had this like nervous energy, like, I'm sorry, like you know, it wasn't me, I'm sorry. And then the other half was kind of like, oh, she must be mad, right? So I'm bopping around. I'm like the most like making eye contact with everybody. Everybody's just looking down, going to different aisles. I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna be uncomfortable by you. You can be uncomfortable by me all you want. I'm not rolling my eyes at none of you. Rhode Island did what it could do.
Yeah, we did.
Our couple of electoral votes where they needed to go. I can't. Whatever.
We still blue.
It is what it is. You heard they overturned Juicy Smollett's thing?
I saw that. So what's the guy's name? Lee Daniels? I feel like he was the mastermind anyway.
Wait. Remind me, is he the one that
Empire.
Yes, that said two African men. No. He said that
Two white men.
Two white men, but it was
turned out
actually
okay.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna hire two people to do it, at least hire two white people.
But why were you writing like checks or whatever he was doing? Like there was such a
Yeah,
huge
he
paper
wrote-
trail,
he
and
wrote
it
a
was on camera. I'm like, brother,
He said I was going to buy a book or something.
Yeah.
And then I got
At
hungry.
like 3:00 in the morning.
I wanted a
I
sandwich.
just want to know what really, like, why did you do this?
Why did you do this?
So they overturned it, which means
So the Illinois, this is from the New York Times. Illinois Supreme Court on Thursday overturned the actor Juicy, I like call him Juicy, Dave Chappelle, Smollett's conviction on charges that he lied to the police while being the victim of a racist and homophobic attack in 2019. Court ruled that Mr. Smollett had been unjustly prosecuted after he had already reached a deal to resolve the case without jail time.
what?
The decision was a stunning reversal in a case that had seen more than 5 years of twists and turns. He was initially regarded as the victim of an ugly hate crime drawing widespread sympathy and outrage over an apparent attack on a black and gay actor. But as Chicago police investigated his report, they grew skeptical, and he went from victim to suspect, to defendant, and finally to convict. Damn, who wrote this? Shade.
Somebody is not happy about it.
It was like
Somebody, yeah.
Didn't he compare himself to Tupac?
He did.
He did.
He did.
That's where he
That
lost me.
right.
That's where he lost you. Okay.
That was like you, because black folk, we will ride with you during. You could do some real terrible stuff, and and we will ride with you. I'm like, sir, you can't do that.
Enough.
Enough.
All right,
Stop.
sit down.
Yeah, I withdraw my support.
When he was found guilty of staging the attack himself and filing a false report that prompted another wave of outrage. The court's decision to overturn the verdict, which rested on the way the case was prosecuted and not on the underlying facts, may not change many minds in a case that polarized the nation. They agreed to drop the charges in exchange for his agreement to forfeit his $10,000 bond and perform 15 hours of community service. They got to go.
So he bought his way out.
Hours?
Who even used it all this trial to give him 15 hours?
He's gonna go do it on Tyler Perry's movie studio.
Right? Yo, come cut my grass or something, bro.
Yeah.
I got it.
The prosecution's key witnesses were two brothers, Abimbola Osudairo and that's Bim's name, that's why I left. Olabinjo Osudario. Sorry, I butchered that. Who testified that Mr. Smollett had asked him to carry out the attack. They said that he had instructed them in detail, giving him a $100 bill to buy supplies for the attack, including ski masks and a red hat meant to indicate the attackers were supporters of President Donald Trump.
A ski mask.
Didn't we just get done talking about Amazon? Like, you could have ordered that stuff. There was no need. There was no need for you to go in the store, be on camera.
None.
Gave him a $100 bill and said,
Here you go.
100. And what does that buy? Was that enough? Like, I don't feel like that was enough.
Right? Like, how much is a MAGA hat? I feel like he's charging at least $50 for them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much he's charging.
I guess. Okay. If you must overturn something, I guess great. Jen, we never spoke about this.
Oh boy.
The Wayne Wade statue.
Ugly.
Oh.
So
they
bad.
said Pat Riley's getting a statue soon. I'm pretty sure.
I hope it's equally as bad.
Thank you, girl. Because I'm like, if they do the Pat Riley one and it's correct after they did AI the way they did him, D Wade the way they did him, I'm gonna have questions.
You know what's messed up about D Wade's though? His mouth is open, so people are gonna come put stuff in there. They're gonna be putting bananas in there.
The memes alone have
all
been
kinds
amazing.
of. It's gonna be wild, and then. He looked, but I felt like he saw it before it was done.
I think he had a hand in how it was turning out.
How?
And they show a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and he's there, seeing it.
I mean, honestly, if somebody who's a sculptor is sculpting, even if they let me in, I'm not gonna be like, you know what, you really should chisel a little more on the right.
You gotta choose this pose.
But that looked nothing like him.
No.
Yeah, it did not.
Poor guy.
But the memes have been wonderful.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check those out.
Oh, they've amazing. I'll try to put some up along with this.
You say that, you ain't gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
You ain't gonna do it.
I'm gonna
Do
it.
your own research, people. Just Google Dwayne Wade statue.
Oh man, it's so bad. It's so they
Thank
put
you.
them everywhere.
That's way more effective.
Efficient. Yeah.
We're teaching a man to fish. Don't worry about it.
Go ahead.
Just looking at you.
Oh,
in your Haitian face.
So today we just came back from dinner. We were celebrating my daughter's 21st and 18th birthday.
Oh.
And the whole family was together. Their mother's side. Oh. Yeah. So it was really nice. It was really cool.
Was it at Applebee's?
Yeah. Wishful thinking.
Okay.
But no, we went to this Mexican seafood spot, Marino. I don't know.
Marina.
Maybe. It's on
I feel like I've heard of this.
It's right next to the airport.
Okay.
And it was really good food. But
is it a new place?
Well, it's new to us, but I don't think it's new. But we were talking about being invited places, and I don't know what your culture, but if you're not, I never understood it because my mother's like that. If you're not invited somewhere, like you can know about the party, but if you're not invited, then you're not going. Like you wouldn't go. Mm-hmm. So, but sometimes I don't think that it's necessary like that. Like me and you are having a party, and Jen knows I'm having the party. Like I say, oh yeah, we're gonna have the party Thursday, but I don't personally say, Jen, you should come. Jen won't come, and that never made sense to me.
So that's how I am, and that's kind of how Honduran culture is, because we will be side-eyeing you and talking like, why are they here? Like, literally, why are you here? We
Like
want
you
you to
didn't-
have the invite. We would have strictly been like, girl, you need to. And sometimes we'll be like, girl, you need to come. And we'd be like, well, I hope this hold on. Really hope she don't show
See,
up.
but there's a weird thing with me. Like, so, we have some good friends of ours, Stacey and Dennis. If they tell us, like, oh, we're about to have a party on Thursday, and they tell us, like, in passing, I would, oh, okay, cool. And
You take that as the invite.
That
Right.
feels like the invite,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
But so I'm married to a very American black man, and his family culture is, hey, RSVP means nothing.
yes.
So A, I'm not going to RSVP. B, I'm going to RSVP 1, and I'm going to bring 15 people with me.
Okay.
And that is uncomfortable for me.
That's a little crazy, but I'm on board. Like, I guess it depends on the event.
Yeah.
If it's just like a get together at the house, yeah, I'm gonna pull up.
Yeah.
But I never understood the people like, I need a personal, hey Genevieve, please come to my event. I never understood that. The people like that. You're like that?
I feel like if it's at the house and you told me about it, I feel like you want me to know, and then I'll kind of probe. Oh, should I bring a bottle? Because
okay.
then you're kind of giving me the idea if you really want. And if it's your good friend, then yes. But I mean, sometimes it's just like when it's something that you're paying like to
Like a wedding.
cater and
Yeah,
things
like a
like
wedding
that.
or something
I
like
feel like you should have some etiquette in that regard, but people don't always have that.
I never fully understood that because I don't like my mother will say like, well, you didn't invite me, so I didn't come.
So your mom didn't come to dinner?
No, she did because I invited her, but like
Yeah.
But I know
but
some people.
so like your mom, I feel like my mom invites herself. So she's like, "What time is your New Year's Eve party?" I'm like,
I'm not sure
Okay.
yet. I guess, I don't know. And I want to ask you guys if you're like that.
yeah, it depends.
Or if you know people like
I
that.
think, on the
It definitely
situation.
depends on the situation. Because, like you said, if you're having something at the house, I know the people that you know, right? Because we known each other so long. So if I bring somebody with me, I know it's somebody that had you seen them, you would have invited them.
Okay, perfect. That's a perfect example. You know, you come to my house. You brought Janelle,
Right.
and of course I didn't see Janelle, but I'm happy to see Janelle. Come on over.
Yeah. If you had seen her in Target, you'd been like, oh, by the way, I'm having a birthday party.
I feel like, and that's an ask. You can be like, "Hey, do you mind if I bring?" But you guys probably have that close enough relationship, and you know that person.
Yeah,
It has to be the right dynamic.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
But if it's like, if I was going to like my coworkers, well, I wouldn't even.
Like, I
She's
ain't
like, who
going
am I
to none of their
kidding?
stuff.
She's like, who am I kidding?
I can't rhetorical that
Like,
way.
okay, so like if I was doing like we're about to do Zaya's baptism, and
See, I wouldn't just show up to that.
okay,
Yeah, I'd be like, who are these extra people that?
Yeah,
got it. Okay.
that's intimate.
But I applaud you for being like very laissez-faire about that, because
Yeah, especially I guess if I know the people, and
it might be a guy thing too, though.
yeah,
Because like you're saying, your mom's like, no, I need the formal
yeah,
invite. Because as women, we're usually the ones that have to like handle all the stuff. Maybe, and I don't know how it is in your relationship, like the planning, the cooking, things like
Yeah,
that. So I
I
think
do
as a woman, especially if you're having something, you're like, okay, this is how much food I made, or this is how much I planned for, and I want it to be perfect or whatever. I think that's kind of it. But if it's like a casual, so it happened this week. My husband's birthday and your brother's birthday was
Happy birthday.
Wednesday. So my husband wanted to have a get together, and I was like, okay, how many people are going to be there? What what kind of food? And he was just like so not into the planning of. I'm like, I was losing my mind for like 3 days trying to plan it, and then he was like, nah, I don't want to do it. I was like, yes, thank God.
Did you guys meet in Rhode Island, in Boston?
We met
somewhere
in
else?
Boston. Yeah, actually, we're like childhood sweethearts.
Oh,
Yeah, we've been together for a very long time. He robbed the cradle a little bit. So
Oh,
That's
that's
what's up.
sorry, it's okay. That's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up.
it's very
Jen?
not what's up right now, but when we were growing up, it was very cute.
It was okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
I feel like every time I look at you, you're like,
And then I forget what I'm
and
saying.
then okay,
You know me, like the thoughts in here are like little
yes,
birds.
we
They
have
fly
to
around.
be leaving for you
then,
to
then they smack into
Yeah.
literally. Yeah, I had a thought last night and I texted it to myself.
tell us.
The title of the show, Who's the Boss, is kind of crazy
A classic.
because she was clearly the boss.
Right.
Clearly,
But in the 80s, it's like, who's the boss? Because she's hired him, but he's a man.
Oh.
Yeah, I know that is a weird title.
Right?
But back then it wasn't.
Back
weird.
then it was like, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
Like,
the man.
so the
Yeah.
man was supposed to be the boss, but the lady's a boss.
Yeah.
So,
So,
the
Joke's on you.
play on words. Who's the boss now?
I know. What's up with that? There was some weird titles to shows back then, though, too. Like,
there's a lot of weird things happening in the 80s.
yeah, different strokes. Like what? Why?
Different folks.
But why?
What is that?
Like,
Yeah,
what does
why?
that have to do with you adopting two black boys
Hey,
and
Google.
they balling? Like,
Let's look up what the Google says about it.
yeah.
I mean, Punky is still the one that's, as much as I love Punky, if you really think about the premise of Punky, it's kind of crazy.
Punky Brewster.
Like, this old man finds this little girl and then just keeps her.
She was an orphan, right?
Yeah. and she-
Yeah,
like,
that was weird.
Right? I think he, like, found her at a bus station or something. And then she just lived with him.
And
Like,
she
what?
Just wearing rainbow socks and just doing her thing.
Like, imagine an old man now just finding a little girl. Like, first of all, you didn't find her. You kidnapped her. She probably belonged to somebody.
Oh my gosh, Punky.
You just let orphans roam the streets.
So to pause in that, to go back to the different strokes, which this doesn't help things. The title of the series eventually became Different Strokes, inspired by the phrase "different strokes for different folks," popularized by boxer Muhammad Ali in 1966. And that's it. It doesn't give anything else.
Interesting.
It just the boxer said it was popular, so we're gonna use that.
Okay.
He did rhyme a lot.
You did.
He did.
Speaking of food.
I thought you were gonna say speaking of boxing, but go ahead, continue.
Oh, can we jump there quick? It's not quick, but
Go ahead.
okay. So I'm not a boxing fan at all. I'm not a fan, but like I'm not a.
I am a boxing fan.
Okay, and so was it this past weekend?
Saturday.
Time
I can never get back.
The world watched on Netflix in a very streaming, buffering way. Jake Paul, One of those.
I think his brother is Logan and he's Jake.
He's Jake. So Jake Paul fought.
Now I'm confused. Okay, go ahead.
Fought. How old is he? Like 28,
27.
27, like that. Fought a 58-year-old Mike Tyson.
And I love me some Mike Tyson. Everybody knows
We all love Mike Tyson.
I am like obsessed with Mike Tyson.
Show me a person who doesn't love Mike Tyson.
I feel like you don't love Mike Tyson.
No, I do. I actually watched the series on Hulu and I think he's just that dude. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
You ever watch his cartoon?
I did. That was on like Comedy Central, right?
It was like, I think it's or Adult Swim.
One of those two.
So
yeah.
my favorite things are when he was in like The Hangover, and, you know, and actually his one man show was really.
He had a one-man show?
Good.
I didn't see it.
It was so good.
Wait,
His podcast is pretty good too.
I was like, you remembered all that?
His podcast is pretty good.
I didn't know he had a one-man show.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now he's got the weed line.
Yeah. He's doing things.
He's doing things
So why he decided to take on this fight?
20 million.
because he can. Right.
I guess he can.
20 million reasons for sure.
Okay, so you watched the fight, I assume, Jen. Yes, you did, because I text you. And normally, whenever there's something big happening on TV or social media, and the world is tuning in, Jen starts a group chat with all of us, and we all get to banter and stuff like that. Jen's group chat was very quiet. I don't think it was a group chat.
I was out.
Oh, you were out. That's why you're so quiet?
Yeah, I was with Leslie, remember?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Got it. Okay.
A friend of ours from school was in town. She moved to Georgia.
Yeah.
And she was in town like that one day. It was like, oh, we all should go Needle Thread. And I'm like, ah. So, because I love Leslie, I went outside. But very few things would have got me outside. So that's why I wasn't.
Tracy, did you watch the fight?
All 4 hours.
Oh,
All
Girl.
4 hours. So,
Girl.
and I wasn't going to do it. And then my son's like, oh, the fight is on. So I was like, oh, he's home from school.
Yeah.
Let's just sit down. We'll do
Just
this
on
as a
together.
family.
Yeah.
And then my husband got, settled in. My other son was like, yeah, I'm good.
yeah.
And so we sat down and I wasn't thinking like they're going to be, fights leading up to it. It wasn't processing with me that we weren't going to just sit down and start watching. Because, back in the day with like pay-per-view, it would just kind of like be the fight.
Yeah.
But
There was always,
there was like some pre-fights.
Yeah.
But they would get to it before 3 hours.
yeah.
But then, Rosie Perez kind of had me in the chokehold. I was like, I just want to see what she's going to say. And 4 hours later, I mean, in the two fights in the middle, the second and third fights were the best fights of the night.
Yeah, the cast of people is what was confusing me.
It was very confusing.
Like,
yeah.
so like I said, I was out. So like the TV's on, but there's music playing, so I can't really hear. And I got a couple people texting me. So like when somebody will text me, I'll look up and be like, That is Jerry Jones. That
Yeah.
is Michael Irvin.
I'm like, I feel like he orchestrated all, like he's the puppet master, like
Yeah.
orchestrating all of this. Then you got Rosie Perez, you got Roy Jones, you got Evander Holyfield, who was very incoherent. It was wild.
It's funny because one of the people I was with was like, he looks like he's hard of hearing.
Evander?
Yeah, and then somebody said
So
his
they were
earpiece
like,
wasn't
his
working.
mic. They were like, I don't think it was the earpiece.
My boyfriend said because he has nothing to clip the earpiece to.
Nah, I think he might. You know how they get a little, after a while, their brains just get a little
Rattled.
I don't think it was the audio because
Dang.
who was sitting next to him? The guy from the UK, the one that beat
Lennox Lewis?
Lennox Lewis was sitting next.
He was
to him.
there too?
Yeah, girl, I'm telling you, cast
See,
of characters.
they didn't wait for the invites. They
Cast
just
of
all pulled up.
characters, cast of characters, and they're like trying to like whisper in his ear and tell him like, "Hey, this is what the lady said," and he's still not comprehending. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Yeah, I did watch it. Highly disappointed.
Highly.
In the outcome because I don't want to admit that this is where we are. Iron Mike, I remember him being strong, young, fit, knocking people out in the first round, like just being a brick house. And
Some people say they feel like it was scripted. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot
I
of
feel
people
like that he definitely took a fall. Like I don't think that. And granted, he's 58 years old, but he just the other day slapped the mess out of the guy. Like
Which that also looked staged as well
that
to
was
me.
funny though.
It was funny, but it also looked staged.
Because, like I said, I watch a lot of boxing and a lot of pre-fight, press conferences will have some like Canelo and the other dude where they're cussing each other out. It gets, because a lot of people saw that and were like, okay, I wasn't going to watch the fight, but now I am.
Right.
So it worked, right?
Yeah, it did.
The problem for me is Netflix trying to do sports and they ain't got their service together.
Well, listen, what's going to happen on Christmas? I
Right.
don't know. When Beyonce is doing
Right.
the Texans game, they better have it together.
How are they going to have a halftime show in the middle of the season that's bigger than a Super Bowl halftime? I mean, Kendrick is great, but he's not bigger than Beyonce.
Netflix is trying something.
Trying to prove a point.
This kept popping up on my phone, actually, that Netflix has been hit with a class action lawsuit over the streaming issues.
Oh, that big?
By
Yeah.
whom?
The people.
By somebody who got time.
Us subscribers? am I in this lawsuit?
Right?
Somebody who got time
Somebody
is
who
a great.
got time.
is a great way to
because,
put that.
like, it's over.
We're done with it.
Right.
On to the next thing.
Netflix is facing a proposed class action from subscribers who were plagued by persistent buffering and freezing glitches that caused them to miss parts of the boxing spectacle. You ain't missed shit,
No,
bro.
he didn't.
A Florida resident, of course, alleges
Florida man.
Netflix was woefully ill-prepared for the 9-figure global audience that tuned into the bout. The lawsuit, which seeks unspecified damages on behalf of subscribers who had trouble watching the fight, brings claims for breach of contract and violations of Florida laws surrounding deceptive trade practices and consumer protection.
Wow.
Netflix customers experience massive streaming issues and should have known better because it's happened before, states the complaint. Filed on Monday in Florida State Court. But like you just said, we all know they only got so much bandwidth. Like, I don't know. People.
It happened when Chris Rock did his first stand-up back.
Yes.
After the slap, it happened on Netflix too. The same thing. Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, how many people can watch something at once before it's just like, oop.
I know, but those of us who grew up on like a big box on top of the TV, like cable would go out, but it wouldn't go out like that.
Because it wasn't digital, it was analog.
Yeah, so we at least we had that security. I'm like, do I need to go back to the box? Like,
Like, just go back to putting it on pay-per-view, and those who want to watch, you can watch it.
Yeah.
On Netflix, it's like anybody and everybody who don't give a damn can watch it, and then you're overloading yourselves. You guys are not equipped for that. Also, they shouldn't be doing football on Christmas
Or on Netflix.
or on Netflix.
Yeah.
Christmas is for basketball.
True. Well, very true.
Right?
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, like
well, people are gonna go watch Beyonce. So.
exactly.
Yeah, and that's
Because
fun
she
way to do
hasn't
that.
performed anything off the Cowboy Carter album like publicly.
I still haven't listened to that album. Have you?
Like,
I have.
the Beehive will probably come for me. I think it's okay.
Yeah, I didn't go back to it. I don't care about the Beehive.
They don't live in Rhode Island.
Surprise.
We're Taylor fans out here, Jen.
Oh, that's too
We're
far.
Tay.
That's too far.
You know who else lives here? Vanessa Carlton. I hope you know.
Did you see her in the news?
Yeah,
her and her neighbors, the beef with the noise.
What they doing?
Well, first I didn't know she lived in Warwick.
She lives in Warwick?
She lives in Warwick.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea, but it makes sense because I feel
she
like
says, making my way downtown.
Oh my gosh, that reminded me of White Chicks.
Yes.
She's really talking about downtown.
Downtown Warwick. Yes.
Yeah, she won some kind of lawsuit against her neighbors because she alleged that the neighbors were making too much noise.
Yes.
If I was a neighbor, I would blast her song.
Because you're an obnoxious neighbor. That's obnoxious, Jen.
Like, go ahead and call the police because I'm blasting your song, Goofy. Go ahead.
I'm like, where was the last time she was even in the news? She should be very happy.
I want to know what kind of noise they were making.
So I think it's like, I mean, Rhode Island is an industry state, you know what I mean? Like marine, whatever, manufacturing. So I think they're manufacturers. I'm trying to look it up now.
Yeah, I just had it up and of course I was like, this is not interesting, and I closed it. But then we ended up here.
Matter of fact, I wouldn't even blast her song. I would blast black people versions of her song.
Oh my
much
gosh.
better.
Like the Cameron
Much
version.
better.
Oh, I love it.
And
much
then,
better.
And then the OT Genesis. When I see you. Oh, the OT Genesis version, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, notches win. Vanessa Carlton notches win
Not
against
notches win.
Notches a win against Warwick neighbors, maddening noise. What to know? Who cares?
See what you did? That's exactly what I did.
Who the hell
I was like,
cares?
who wants to read
It was
this?
a slow news day, obviously.
Nothing's more stressful.
We got Juicy Smollett. We got Vanessa Carlton. Obviously, nothing's going on. People are paralyzed.
Meanwhile,
right now.
there's actually mad shit going on, and I'm just like, I can't follow any of that anymore.
No.
So this Trump thing, let's just get into it.
Yay.
Don't forget to talk about food, though, after that.
We must talk
Which
about
food
food.
You were getting ready to talk about food before we started talking about boxing.
That was probably way more important.
That's okay. You'll remember it at the end.
Oh, I will. I do remember the food thing. How much do you have to spend on food for if it's bad for you to bring it back for your money? Like, let's say you get like a lunch, like your lunch break.
Okay.
And you go somewhere like a mile down the street, get lunch.
Okay. Yep.
You bring the food back to eat, and it's just like, it's not edible. You just can't. How much do you have to spend on that for you to be like, you know what, I'm going to get my money back?
There's low-key no limit. You have to understand who
Really?
my mother is. My mother is a lovely, beautiful, fashionable woman, but she's cheap as hell. And she raised me like that. And so although I'm not frugal like my mom, if you would shortchange her 10 cents in a grocery store, my mother's going back for her 10 cents. And I'm raised like that. So this is what I do. If it's really that bad, now I'm going to corporate. I'm going to turn Black Karen on you. Okay. Dunkin' Donuts know they done gave me so many free coffees because I'll be writing the app like too much cream, and they be like, okay, 300 points. I'm that girl. If it's bad, I'm definitely gonna report it in one way, shape, or form, and I expect compensation and reparations.
I know that's damn right. How about you, Dan? I feel like Dan's like a nonchalant. He's gonna let it slide.
Yeah. What are you gonna do if you're hungry? You gonna eat it?
Okay, first of all, I'm going to start off with it. I'm going to eat most things. It has to be something really bad for me to go, I'm not going to do this.
Yeah.
Is there any food you don't like?
There's a lot of food I don't like.
Okay, so imagine you order something you do like, and then the bag is something you don't like.
Oh. Yeah, I'm going back. But did I get far? You said how far away from
About
home?
a mile. You drove there.
Yeah, I'm going to just throw it away.
I might take pictures of it and then eat half of it.
That is the realest
and be like,
answer.
oh my God. Especially if it's Uber Eats. Stop playing. Y'all gonna give me a credit.
Yeah.
See, I can't do Uber Eats and DoorDash. I'm not there. I'm not there.
What's your hesitation?
She wants somebody else handling her
You want
food.
it hot?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't like people touching my food. Like, I don't even get delivery, like, from back in the day. I always pick up my food. So, the DoorDash, Uber Eats, I'm like, a whole stranger?
they might be taking fries.
Who don't even work for the place. At least Domino's, they got the Domino's.
And you don't know what's going on in their car situation.
Right.
Well, now a lot of the places are like stickering the bag shut and stapling it. I mean, I also don't know who's working in the kitchen that made the food either. So
Yeah, but it'd be the same thing.
But they work there. So, like, you know, their manager and everything.
Have you worked in a restaurant?
I have.
Yeah.
Fast food. But, like, you know, at least their managers in there. But, like, this is a person in their Civic, bro. Like...
And you know they're going to their baby's mama's house on the way because you're looking at their car and you're like, why are you not here yet?
Why are you not here? And then I'd be seeing them, like, you know, the neighbors will do it and they'll just leave the food on the ground. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Not you putting the food on the ground.
I guess
So how much for you? How much do you have to spend before you want?
See, I had it happen this week. I ordered a tuna sandwich from Panera. And this tuna sandwich was literally inside out and upside down. I don't understand how.
It was an open face tuna.
I don't know how. You know, like the butt end of the bread that nobody eats.
Oh, okay. That was a bold choice.
I don't put somebody's food for someone's sandwich.
Even at home, if that's what I got, I'm just not having a sandwich. You make people pay for this, and it wasn't even like the full butt end, right? So it was a full sandwich. You know, they still have sandwiches.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they cut the bread and then put it back together upside down. So, like, it didn't line up. So you got a butt end backwards, another half. The tuna's in the middle just oozing out. I took a picture.
You took a picture.
You know I did.
Oh.
So you have to upload it to the app. Dude, trust me on this one, girl.
So
Panera owe you some points. Big time. At least a chocolate chipper. Come on now.
Yeah, see, I would if I was still in the store, yes, I'd bring it back.
So here's my other rule about food. If the food is bad and I'm actively dining there, I will not complain.
No, because no.
But if I'm
Really?
at my house, no, absolutely not.
Why?
Because I don't know what they're gonna do in the back.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll take the
Because I
L.
definitely yelled at me.
Yeah,
for
but
that, so.
there's sometimes where it's warranted. Like I have to say something. What is that? What did they do?
Wow, dude.
How am I supposed to eat this?
No, please upload that.
Now, did
to
they?
customer support?
When you brought it back, did you bring it back?
Of course I'm gonna do that.
And they were like, "Oh."
They were like, she did this.
And I like wrapped it just so in such a way where I didn't even unwrap it all the way because I wanted them to see me still taking their folds out. Like, yo, these are your folds, fam. I couldn't even have.
You see this origami? You did
that.
this.
All I did was take the tape up and put it back. I didn't even.
Tracey said you did that.
That sandwich was crazy. I'm like a simple, common tuna sandwich. And you know, Panera's like not cheap, like $13. $13 for a tuna sandwich, and you gave it to me looking like that. I'm getting my $13 back, stat.
So you want the money back? I don't want you to remake it.
I don't want you to make because, like she
No.
said, you bring your food back for them to remake it. It's a dub. So either you just bring it back just to prove a point, or you get your money back.
You're gonna get some extra in there, guaranteed. Don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it.
They were, oh, you want it neat? Okay.
See, we went out to eat one time, and I got like a sandwich of some sort. And luckily enough, when the waiter dropped it in front of me, it was not dropped, but here you go. And it was like a little piece of hair, and like I kind of like just touched it and pulled out, and we all just watched this.
Not the strand.
Yeah, it was just strand of hair, and I was like, I'm
now
okay.
see something like that, and then you have to, you have to pander a little bit and be apologetic,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm sorry. I can't.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're like,
Right.
Yeah.
Again, you don't want them to take it back.
but I'm
spit in
not
the food
just like
or-
slapping my plate off the table. This is cold. Yeah.
And that's
just-
warranted. If the waiter saw you pull the hair out, it's
Yeah.
like, I know you didn't
He
put
know
it in
who
there.
had that hair in the
Yeah.
game. He know
He
whose
know
hair
who's not
that
wearing the
is.
hairnet.
But I
There's
also
always somebody.
I don't want them to go back and just like wait a minute and then give me the same sandwich.
No, so the trick is then you order something else.
You're a foodie.
I'm definitely a foodie.
Yeah.
Experience.
Yes.
Yes.
So, yeah, I guess. I mean, but most times I would just deal with it or just.
But
dump
to
it.
answer your question, like it could be $2. I'm going.
This McDouble wasn't done correctly,
Need
please.
my $2 back.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think for me, it's $10 or more. I'm definitely going back.
Well, because I'm gonna be mad. Like if I didn't get to eat
And I didn't get to eat.
good, yeah.
Thankfully, I
get upset.
had gotten a soup, and I ate the free chips that came with the sandwich, and I didn't bring that back, so they can go to hell. And
Did you get the apple though?
nah, I got the chips.
Okay, the chips.
And then the soup came with a bread, so I was like, I have enough in me to hold me till I get home.
But you had a taste for a tuna fish sandwich
Where my soup?
on the right slices of bread. On the correct slices.
Who uses the butt bread, bro? Like that's
Not in a restaurant.
That is crazy. You just could have gotten another pack of bread.
Panera, are y'all struggling? Like, let us know.
Someone
like,
didn't care.
Do we need to do a fundraiser?
Someone didn't. So
They shouldn't even have that butt bread in the building. Your loaves.
They act like they bake their own bread because they low-key act like their whole bakery back there, and it's not. But
just even more reason.
Discard those, or I don't know, make breadcrumbs. I don't know.
Use them as croutons.
Right, croutons. Something like, why would you do that?
Why would you use that? And not even the whole peas.
They cut that piece in half.
And upside down at that. They tried to fool you by turning it
upside down and backwards. Like, what? How's the slice end on the end and then the round ends in the middle of the sandwich? Like,
I don't know. That doesn't even make sense. It doesn't. What you're describing doesn't make sense.
Like you purposely took a piss on my sandwich.
But what did they spread it? I'm just trying to understand the whole, like, how the sandwich was made. Like,
why is so much tuna?
It's a lot.
It was a lot.
Speaking of that, are you two like those type of people? Like when you get a bagel, you like bagels, right?
Yes.
Do you put like a mountain of cream cheese?
Yes.
Is it a Boston thing?
Like a sick amount of cream cheese, especially if it's chives and scallion cream cheese. It's gonna be like the ratio of bread to cream cheese is gonna be obscene. It's going to be. You don't
feel like maybe I shouldn't be doing this at all.
Hell no.
It's so funny because I got a bagel today from Honeydew and I got it untoasted cream cheese. So I got to work, toasted it. They gave me 2 cream cheese cups, and I'm like,
that's not enough.
Nah, that was enough.
Hey, wait. I was gonna say, are you like this too?
So before I was always like a very minimal cream cheese. I want to see the bagel. Now I'm like, nah, I want a little. I want more. Yeah. I want it to be so I can eat it like a sandwich if I want to.
I need a schmear, and I need it to pop out the little hole. Like that's how much cream cheese. That's the only way to eat it. I mean.
So the one I had today I used 1 cup on each side.
Okay. That's okay. I think that's the minimum.
That's a lot.
That's the minimum.
It took a lot for me.
With like those little cups of Philly cream cheese?
I was trying to find like places to put the rest of it.
Are you serious?
And I'm like, okay, this little corner could use a little more. And I was like trying to spread it. I'm like, is this too much? And I was like, nah, just close it.
But this one here, just
it has to be like, ridiculous.
But you're getting just cream cheese. You're getting it's like cream cheese with the size of bagel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Admittedly.
You clearly like a dry bagel.
So you like butter?
I like butter.
Yeah, butter's cool too.
No, but I'll do like strawberry cream cheese, but like 1 container will give me all of it.
So you're a sweet cream cheese guy. Yeah, not me.
No, you want.
I don't want anything. I need a veggie. I need a chive or a tomato.
And like a gallon of water to wash it all down.
No, a coffee.
You're the coffee nut.
No,
right?
Shahita's the coffee person. Okay. I'm the tea girl, but I do like coffee as well. But she acts like tea is a bad thing. Like,
it's not. It's really good for you.
It's weird. Yeah.
I never heard anyone slam the tea.
No,
because I drink it every day. Like I would drink tea and not drink coffee, and I'm okay. I think Shahita would drink coffee every day.
See, I don't drink coffee at all. I do soda, but
it's not good for you.
Neither is coffee.
It's better for you.
So wait, what kind of Pepsi girl, or do you not have a preference?
I like them both.
Okay.
But when I'm in my Pepsi modes, I need Pepsi. Yeah. And when I want a can of Coke, I need a can of Coke. But if I go someplace and they're like, "Oh, we have Coke. Do you mind?" Nah.
Okay, so you're not like leaving the establishment because have your product that you want.
Yeah, I might get up.
What do you Coke or Pepsi?
Yeah, I'm Coke.
And you'll be like, I'm out of here.
I might. I'll think strongly about maybe we shouldn't be here.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I'm Coke leaning, but if Pepsi is available, I mean, it is what it is. It's fine. It'll do, but I prefer Coke.
Was it too sweet?
It doesn't taste right.
It hits different.
It does.
Yeah, it's very different.
Pepsi is sweeter.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, is that what you don't like about it?
I don't know. It just, I haven't tasted Pepsi in that long to tell you what it is I don't like.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, we got some Coke there for you.
Is this the Oreo? Oh.
Yeah, it's terrible.
But I see 3 of them have been drank, though.
No, 3 of them have been dumped in the trash.
So a lot of times I'll bring like random new things for Gen Snacks, and that was one. So I had the Coke flavored Oreo cookies and the Oreo flavored Coca-Cola, and these 2 hate me for it. Have you put it up yet?
It was so bad. I think he put it up.
Where? I don't think he put it up.
Oh, no. Because I forgot he said that he did it.
So the weirdest combo crossover that I've seen is there was some bacon and it has cinnamon toast crunch.
I have seen that. I have been seeing that in the supermarket.
Ridiculousness.
It's why. Why I want to try it because I don't understand.
But
it.
I think that's what it is they're trying to pique your interest. I don't eat pork anymore, but if I still did, I wouldn't eat that. I don't think I would eat that.
Is an actual bacon strip?
Yes, it's
like
a pack of
raw
bacon. Yes, a pack of bacon that is cinnamon toast crunch flavored.
But it's no cinnamon toast crunches. It's just the sugar and the cinnamon.
I don't know.
We are unsure.
Actually, next time I'm in the supermarket, I'm going to buy it.
Market Basket.
Yes.
Shout out to Market Basket.
Yeah, I don't go to fun stores like that.
Again, please.
Give us the bacon and
doesn't-
let us try it. What was it, Hormel? Send the bacon.
Yeah,
We'll try
it
it.
doesn't make sense. But yeah, it sounds very weird. So you haven't tried it yet?
I have not, because I don't eat pork. So.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You said that.
Gave it up.
Oh, they got
So you're. I'm sorry to be in your business like this. You're an empty nester.
I feel like I have a Cosby Show type household where we thought they were going to, and then we just moved out on one of them and left her and were like, you stay here. And then we're going to move over here to Rhode Island. And then the boys, they were still in college. Like, we moved in 2019 and then the pandemic hit. So we understood them. They were still in school. So.
Yeah.
So I have 2 college graduates and my daughter lives on her own. But my oldest son, he's just very comfortably living at home. And then my youngest is back and forth between Boston and Rhode Island. So. But they're good kids. And we got enough space so that we don't have to see them if we don't feel like it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Can't wait to our empty nesters, which will be a very long time from now.
Yeah, but I mean, who's gonna break the yard and stuff? So
not them.
I was gonna say
because my husband's delegating all of it.
Good for him.
Definitely, So like, I have not really I don't have to take the garbage out. I don't have to shovel. So I'm not really rushing them out the house.
Got it.
Because we got some free
yard
labor there.
So it's got Cinnadust seasoning on it.
Who asked for that?
Cinnadust? So sweet bacon.
I mean, I guess people make candied bacon, but like,
I'm gonna try it, and I'm not gonna be happy about it. But I'm gonna try it.
I mean, I think you try it once to say you tried it.
That's really what it's all about. So that's how the Coke ended up here. And we keep saying we're gonna post it, and we haven't. Usually, Gen Snacks take like 5 minutes. That one took like 30 minutes.
That was very difficult.
It was crazy.
So you taste it on air, and then okay.
But that one we recorded separately. Usually, it's just like right now. I would just pull up a bag.
Hey guys, look what I got.
But I ate the Gen Snack
at
home
today.
today.
Do you go to that? It's like the Asian candy store.
No.
So it's
the one in Pawtucket?
No, it's not in Pawtucket. It's I'm so bad about landmarks in Rhode Island. But it's like a store that has like all these imported snacks from like China and like Philippines and Ireland and stuff. When I remember the name of it, I'll remind you guys of it. But they have all that imported stuff, like all those fun snacks that we don't have. Of course, a bag of chips is like $10,
right?
Or $12.
I think that was the reason why I didn't go. I looked up their website and I was like, okay, and I was like, nah.
But they have the flavors, like the different Kit Kats and whatnot.
Yeah. So today I got the chocolate cake pop, smart food popcorn, but I ate it before I got here, so
was it good?
Yeah, it's chocolate popcorn.
So, do you like popcorn? Like, are you a popcorn person?
Not more than Bim. Bim is the popcorn guy. He's the reason why I eat popcorn.
Have you brought in the Doritos, Nachos, Smart Food?
I do love those.
I will tear one bag. Like, I will eat an entire bag to myself.
Yo, let me tell you something. Shaw's has, I don't know if you use the Shaw's app, but they have a sale right now. You can get bags of Smart Food for $1.97.
All right, I'm about to holler at those. So, is it three? You have to buy 3 or?
No, you have a limit of 2.
Okay, I'm gonna go. All right, I'm gonna have to pull up on Shaw's.
Yep. So I was actually going between, because I'm like, okay, I'll get one of the cake pop one, and then I gotta get one that I know I like. And I'm like, do I get the Flamin' Hot or do I get the Nacho Doritos one? Because it's, like I said, limited 2. If it was limited 3, all 3 would have been coming home with me.
Nacho Doritos is chef's kiss.
That one, and I'll usually mix that one with the kettle corn one.
Oh, I like a mix. So when I go to Chicago, I like to get like a caramel popcorn and mix it with the cheese popcorn from Garrett's.
Nice.
Very delicious.
That's a very good mix.
That reminds me of the tin of popcorn you used to get.
Yes, with the 3.
Butter, cheese, and caramel.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Have you been to Miss Nettie's Popcorn in North Providence?
I have not. Miss Nettie's, okay, putting that in
It's on Smith Street.
Oh, well, that's not far from me.
They make the popcorn like there, different flavors, and you can like sample different flavors. They have like cheeseburger and pizza, and you eat the popcorn. And it's like Jelly Belly of popcorn.
Ooh, I like that.
And
The
then-
only place I ever seen that was in the Poconos before. Like a place that has all different varieties of popcorn. But I really love popcorn. So that's like my snack of choice.
They sell Miss Nettie's and Shaw's, but just the kettle cook. They don't sell the other flavors, but the actual storefront has mad flavors.
Okay.
It's fun. One time I went there, and it seemed like the people who were picking up an order must have been having like a baby shower or something.
Okay.
So they were buying
Party
a bunch.
favors.
Yes, and she said she was using a party favor. I said, that's a good one. Usually party favors suck. If I got some Miss Nettie's popcorn and a party favor.
Let me tell you.
I just had that conversation with someone. I was like, I don't want any more deck of cards. I see you fiddling with a bottle opener. A bottle opener is cool. Like, that works. But some of the party favors are just trash. I was like, I don't want no Jordan almonds. Like,
See, I'll rock a bag of Jordan almonds before I even get back to my home.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I'll break my whole joint and then
What's wrong with you, Jen?
they're not good, but
They're not good, but you cannot stop.
Yeah, it's the shell. It's the hard shell. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, party favors are not as good as they used to be. Like, I guess when you were a kid, they could be better. Like, I'll take a nice coaster, you know.
Like a
I'll use
picture of
that
somebody?
again.
coasters are cool.
Huh.
But how many would you have to give somebody in a favor? Like, you can't give somebody one coaster.
No, you get the one. That's all you get. And you one person. You gonna get one. And you know,
At
you
least
black
two.
folks, you gonna take extra anyways. So you gonna have a whole
True.
set. When I go to your house, I'm like, how you get all?
Right. I
This-
only gave one per
Well,
person.
there was some extra, you know.
There's certain like party I say like rules that we as black people like to break. I don't say black people, I'll say Caribbean people, because I was just recently DJing a party last Saturday. It was a Haitian party, and it was a great time. But they ran out of food very, very, very early
Because
on.
we don't have no control.
And people was packing up to-go
self-serve.
plates.
Bang.
Yeah.
They were getting their food and packing a to-go plate immediately.
And that's why you don't put the to-go
You
containers
stagger.
out.
You also stagger out the food. You don't put all the food at once.
That too.
You have to have a backup pan or two in the kitchen.
Fact.
So the party started at 7, but it really got going like about 9, and by 10 the food was done.
Oh yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, did you get a plate?" And I was like, "No, I mean I've been here the whole time."
Well, the host is supposed to make you a plate.
They are,
if
which
you're a DJ.
which usually when I'm in DJ mode, I don't leave me alone. Let me be here. Let me work. And so it's fine that I didn't get to eat, but at 1 o'clock in the morning when I was leaving there, I was like, "Man, I wish I had
use
a
a
plate now." So there's got to be I mean, but I don't think I would do that. Like, I don't think I would get a plate and then get a to-go plate immediately after.
That's wild behavior. But
It's crazy.
But the thing is, all it takes is one person to
But
open
you know
up the
who the
floodgates.
usual suspects are. They the ones that are looking for foil.
Yeah.
The ones that
Yeah.
are like, where the carryout containers,
Yes.
and
You
they're
can't-
running to their car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're putting it in the car.
So you can't put that stuff
don't
out.
put a centerpiece on the table because that's gone. That's done.
Yeah.
Where did we go where somebody took the whole pan?
Me.
It was you?
No, you weren't there.
Was it offered to you or you just took it?
Well, I took it. It was the end of the night. I was packing up, and they were like, "Yeah, please take food home." This was at Sammy's son's graduation party.
Oh, no. I was
No,
thinking
you
something
weren't
a
there.
long time ago. But
Yeah,
So
I mean,
she said you do
probably
this
me.
repeatedly.
But again, I would do it at the end of the event when I know I can.
Okay.
Right when everybody's taking their food. Boom, boom. But usually Haitian gigs, I don't even bother. Like if Clark was like, "Can you bring me a plate?" Like maybe.
Not gonna happen. So it's like Jen said, you don't want people playing all in it. So that, like, if you're smart, you get there early. You get, before everybody starts messing with it, and then you want it fresh.
Right. Right.
Because at the end of the night, what's left? Rice.
Yeah, rice, maybe some meat, maybe a
It's
pasta
a
that
corner of
nobody messed
grill
with.
left. They ain't
Yeah.
there's no. They're
A
not-
little bit, yeah.
A little,
Yeah.
yeah.
there's no pickles.
No, none. So,
I love Haitian food.
yay,
Yeah,
yay. Who doesn't?
some good like turkey
Mm-hmm.
with some black rice. Actually, I had that the other day.
Thanksgiving is upon us.
I was going to say, speaking of all this food, what you making?
Yeah.
Are
My
you
mother.
cooking?
My mother wants me to make a cobbler, so I make some. I'm gonna make a blueberry cobbler.
Oh, fresh berries.
Yeah.
All right.
Some. I might put some raspberries in it too. But a good old cobbler.
I'm not a pie person.
Me neither.
Okay. I was surprised.
Yeah, I don't whim. I made it like for the wife and it turned out okay. And my mother was like, "Please make it." And there's a second you didn't ask me to do it. Ma'am, what are you making?
Oh, the usual. We, fry the turkey.
You are deep frying it.
Oh, every time.
Yeah.
Got to. It's a must.
Yeah.
Right?
You guys too?
So we're getting very anti in our old age. Like, we're not doing turkey this year.
Okay.
But also, we've never really been traditional with the Thanksgiving because we, my like I said, my parents are from Honduras. That's not even like really a holiday there. So there's all different. Cause there's like you'd be a whole side a pernil there, like a whole roast pork and all these other dishes and then we would just make the turkey because that was what we were told to do. But so my daughter had the genius idea, which I love, that we're gonna do a seafood boil this year instead.
Ooh.
And so we're just gonna do like crab legs, lobster tails, potatoes,
Ooh.
eggs, you name it. That's what's going down at the house.
Jen, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's fine. I don't do seafood, so I'm not as excited as him. But I don't want you to think this because I'm not excited for you. I am.
That's
Thank
very
you.
exciting.
I'm tired of turkey.
Yeah.
See,
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. I think for us, we enjoy the process of making it more than the actual turkey. Like, we throw out so much of that damn turkey.
That fried turkey's so good, like in the moment,
Right.
like when it first.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I really only like dark meat.
See, I only eat the breast, and same with him. So like we throw out so much of the turkey.
I'm
like
gonna come over and get the dark
legs,
meat.
yeah.
I was
come
gonna
on.
say, yeah.
come on by.
Make me
So
a good
last
sandwich.
year we only bought wings and drumsticks for the turkey. We just do what we want on Thanksgiving.
Yes.
One time we did a
As you
curry
should.
turkey. We don't care.
There you go.
Curry turkey.
Yeah, we get tired of the same old butterball recipe. Like,
Yeah, no, I can't do that.
yeah, it's gotta have some seasoning on there.
But I think we can all agree that whatever you choose to make this Thanksgiving, don't send us pictures of it.
Nah.
Cause it's nasty looking when you
We don't
send
wanna
it. Y'all
see
are
it.
not good photographers,
We
and
don't
sometimes the
wanna-
food is not that nice.
It's
And
not-
you're
it's not
our
as pretty,
friends,
yeah.
but we don't want to see it.
And also, we don't care.
And we're all eating.
We're all
Yeah.
eating similar things.
We're all eating
That's
at
fine.
5:00.
That's one thing. We finish cooking pretty early, but we don't cook that many things.
Oh, okay.
But we're gonna possibly attempt something. I don't know why we would attempt it, but we might attempt to make gumbo greens.
Oh.
And I say I don't know why because I don't think I've ever even had gumbo. I don't know if he's
Gumbo's
ever had
fun.
gumbo.
Yeah, gumbo's
But
fun.
it looks fun.
Yeah.
And gumbo greens looks fun.
Got all the stuff
What's,
in
I don't
it.
understand. What's gumbo greens?
So, greens usually is like a smoked meat, the collard greens.
Oh, okay. I got it.
But then you're going to put like sausage in it. It's going to have
Yes.
a roux, so it's going to be a little thicker.
Mm-hmm.
Some other shit's in there.
When you're making the roux, just be patient.
Little okra, you putting okra in there?
Yeah.
Tisha asked me that too. I don't think
Good.
I'm.
I love okra.
See, my mama loves okra.
You don't like it slimy to you?
Haitians love okra too.
See, Ghanaian people eat okra with the fufu. I like the okra. I don't eat fufu, so therefore I don't eat okra. But
Okay.
the little bit that I have,
But
eaten
you
was-
like okra.
But I like okra, but I have no other reason to eat
Fry
it.
it. It's so good fried.
I never had it fried. I don't even know.
Delicious.
I don't even know what that's supposed to look like. So when she said, "Would you put okra in the gumbo greens?" I was like, "That's a good idea." She's like, "Just put like 2." I was like, "A little slimy surprise," but I think I would do like my mom does and just make a little bit of okra on the side and then drop it in my own bowl to taste it. You know?
Oh, I'm excited for you guys.
Yeah.
It's expensive, but it's good.
Yeah, but we're gonna spend like $4,700.
That's what Thanksgiving's all about.
Right?
It's spending money.
Fighting people in the supermarket
Oh.
and spending too much money.
Yeah. And then throwing the food away.
And then being tired from cooking all day
And then being mad.
and watching football.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he did the first half of the grocery shopping today, like all the non-vegetables, non-perishable things.
Okay.
So we'll do the rest.
What part of Ghana is your family from?
Kumasi.
Okay. I've been there.
Have you?
Yes, I have.
You're a traveled woman.
Yes, I spent 3 weeks in West Africa, and Ghana was my favorite.
Oh, nice.
And I did my little African ancestry, so they told me I was a con. I have to, I gotta
Okay,
take their
hell
word
yeah.
for it.
Let's
That's what
go.
they said.
Let's
But I met
go.
some really great people. Ate the best food I've ever eaten in the world was in Ghana.
Oh.
The best.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
And she's like, So would you say that jollof is better than Nigerian jollof?
I know that's a big debate. I would have to say the best I've eaten is Ghanaian. I mean, it is what it is.
Okay.
But I've eaten so many other great things too. Like in Ghana, I was just eating like Crazy. But that's the thing. I was losing weight because the food's not as
it's natural.
it's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were eating some good. I like the
Yeah.
ginger lemonade that they make. So bomb. It's so good.
Ginger lemonade.
Yes.
My brother's wife makes him some kind of ginger watermelon juice every day or something.
Oh.
It's like at every gas station. Anywhere you go, you can get it. It's like a ginger lemonade drink. It's really good.
Sounds good. I just got a bunch of ginger the other day, matter of fact.
I don't know what to do with ginger. My mom uses ginger. I don't.
Put in your tea.
She doesn't
It's
drink
good for
tea.
you.
I drink tea sometimes.
Haitians
if I'm cold.
also love ginger. Like my dad swears by ginger. Like
Oh,
it's really good for you.
it's like black people in ginger ale. It's like ginger.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Just chew it. You'll feel much better in the morning. All right.
Yeah, when I told
good for your stomach.
Likia that Bim's babies were sick, she went immediately. Oh, I got this ginger and something juice. Then she hit me up. She's like, "Is it okay if I call him?" And I'm like, you can call him. He ain't gonna answer the phone,
He's never gonna answer the phone.
but you can try.
Yeah,
So you can give him this recipe.
Ginger's good. Good for you.
So are we gonna talk about this guy or no?
I just think these people he's picking to be in his cabinet are like really concerning.
It's
It's concerning.
Well, dude dropped out.
yeah.
Gates, but the other people
Yeah.
are just as bad. But now that Gates isn't there, now they can talk about the other people. He already replaced his pick
Yeah,
for Gates. Did you know that?
he got a
I didn't
woman.
even
A blonde chick.
get into
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so the one that got us yesterday, before we went to bed, my wife is a teacher. She teaches downtown at the Escherette High School. So Trump's pick for Secretary of Education
Oh boy.
is Linda McMahon.
Oh, we are going to have an education department?
Apparently,
At least he's not canceling Department of Education.
oh no, it's going to be a shit show. According to her, he's looking to repeal a lot of things. And take away a lot of things from the curriculum and the learning.
IEPs,
Yeah.
definitely Black critical race theory, all that.
Yeah.
Which is why we have to tell our kids what they need to know at the house sometimes, because you
Yeah, I
can't
gotta learn
always
at
depend
school.
on other people
Yeah.
to tell your kids. So
It is craziness.
yeah, it's gonna be definitely. I'm just hoping that he's as lazy this term as he was his first term, and then he won't do any of the things that he
won't finish
promised
it.
that he was
Okay.
going to do. So that's what I'm hoping. He doesn't get most of it done.
I think he's
but-
gonna be lazy, but these people that he's putting in place are so gung ho about showing how much they ride with him that they're going to look at me, look what I did. I blah 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 blah.
I'm trying to figure out what position Amber Rose is going to get in the cabinet.
Like the guy who he wants to head the Department of Defense has said that he don't think women should fight in combat. Like, what, fam? How? You want to lead the military
Really, just turning things back like
Yeah.
to a
a
place,
century.
to a place and a time? So, random. You said you guys were initially starting out as more of a crime podcast. Have you ever listened to the Crime Town podcast about Providence and Buddy Cianci?
I have not, but
very
growing up
good.
in Boston, like, because
true.
our news is pretty much the same news.
Yeah.
Like Buddy Cianci is just like a household name,
Right.
You know, in the whole mob and mafia thing. I mean,
Right.
it's something they play up on when you just go to Federal Hill. Like,
Right.
it's a whole thing. They really like lean into it. I have not, but I will.
It's really good. This is gonna sound crazy, but I don't listen to podcasts. But
A podcaster. Who doesn't listen to podcasts?
I don't even call myself a podcaster. I'm just a
Honestly,
person.
since I started doing my podcast, I don't listen to as many as I used to.
Yeah.
Because I'm so busy making pods. But I have a couple that I listen to that I really love. And
Do share.
So I'm obsessed with Scam Goddess, Lacey Mosley. I think she may be my inspiration for actually wanting to get on a podcast and do my own thing. So she's actually on iCarly. She's an actress.
Sam, say it again? What's
Her
her
name
name
is Lacey Mosley.
Lacey Mosley.
Yeah, she's a sister. And so she does Scam Goddess, and every week she brings a friend on and they talk about like what's your association with scams, you know, and then she'll talk about a historical hoodwink, and then she'll do like scam of the week. She has a whole format. It's very organized. One day I aspire to be like Lacey, but it's just so good, and she's usually on the side of the fraudster if no one's getting harmed. Like if
Okay.
if it's a big corporation that's getting defrauded, she's all for it.
Got it.
And if no kids are being harmed or whatever, it's really like a tongue in cheek. So I like Scam Goddess. I like Family Secrets as well, because it's always like some kind of like deep down family secret that someone's been hiding, and then they come out and they talk about
I like secrets.
yeah, it's
Darren,
really
Darren's
good.
messy. He's in it.
Yeah, and that's the stuff I like. And the other one I liked, but I don't know if he's gonna come back, is The Juice by Solomon Giorgio. Hysterical. And it's just small town gossip. People just get on there and they just air their small town gossip. Freaking hilarious.
The Juice,
He's amazing.
I like that too. I like
You said
gossip.
Crime Town?
Crime Town. They have seasons, and season 1 was about Providence and Buddy Cianci. And like you said, it was on the news. We all grew up hearing it. But like, even me, who was born in Providence, we all know Buddy Cianci was everywhere. Like, he was at my mom's GED graduation. Like, deadass. If you never met Buddy Cianci, then that's crazy.
Just at the opening of a can of soup.
Everywhere. with a jar of marinara sauce, just ready. So and even in that, just listen to, I'm like, dang, 'cause I didn't realize he was mayor so early. I think he was mayor before we were born.
And he just stayed mayor for like ever.
And then, then he got convicted of hitting like a guy with like
a crowbar or something, the chimney thingy,
the poker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so when he got convicted of that, he had to leave office, but there was no law that said he couldn't run again, so he ran again.
It's giving Marion Barry. I like it. I mean, listen.
It's very interesting.
And you can. And so, and the funny thing about Cianci that I did not know is that he started out as a prosecutor whose goal was to clean up the corruption.
Oh, he was a lawyer?
Yes.
Did not know that.
He was also a Republican.
Yeah.
And when you listen to it, it actually gives Trump, which is crazy because we all love Cianci.
Yeah.
But then listen, I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's just not as crazy.
There's some parallels.
Nah,
there.
it's pretty. He's pretty
crazy, but not as, I guess, like
outlandish.
right. And actually, then I think about it, it isn't a podcast about Buddy Cianci. It's a podcast about the Cosa Nostra in Rhode Island.
Okay.
And how it started. But he comes in like in the middle of the series.
I don't know. It starts out pretty early with him.
Really?
So my husband
you're right,
loves mob stuff. Like
Yeah.
anything with the mob, he'll be down. So that
So
he
he watched The Godfather of Harlem. I just started watching that.
He watches all of it.
Yeah.
Anything with any kind of mafia. He's watching Boardwalk Empire again.
I never watched it.
He's binging it again. So yeah, it's
Then
very
he'll
good
really
series.
like this podcast.
Yes, it's very interesting on just how everything's played out.
I do like true crime. I don't like a lot of like gory stuff or like, sad gory, but I do like interesting things like, this mystery that we eventually will uncover, because I think, it's just a paper trail. And we actually went to the Providence Public Library and found additional articles to support.
wow.
We found the article.
Wow.
It was just like on a board. So, when you buy a house, they're supposed to clean the house out.
Yeah,
They didn't. And it was just like boards, and I was like, oh, maybe we'll use it to, repair something later. And it was just like, I guess back in the day for insulation, they would put newspapers inside the wall. So I think it may have been something that was like just insulation. And it was just this article with this beautiful black baby from the 1960 or whatever. And you could read enough of the article to see that her mom had abandoned her at the train station. But her grandfather came and picked her up.
Oh, okay. It's a little bit better.
My friend that I work with, she told me a story, interesting story about Woonsocket. I know I'm going to butcher it, so I don't know if I can even. But the train station in Woonsocket, there's a statue of a dog in front of it.
Oh, yeah.
And, all right, so if I mess it up, just correct me.
I can't, but
so there's a
I know what you're
movie
talking
about it as well. So there was a guy who had a dog, and every day he would walk to the train station and go to work, and the dog would walk with him.
Yes. Yes.
And then would the dog go home while he was at work?
Yes.
The dog would go home while he's at work. And then when the dog would know what time to leave. Come back,
Yeah.
pick the guy up, and then we'd walk home.
That's so nice.
And it would but then one day the guy went to work and had a heart attack and died.
And the dog.
And the dog, obviously, nobody could call the dog and be like, yo.
That's Jen.
They didn't page him?
Something.
Jen. Tracy.
Like, yeah.
Guys.
You ain't got to
It
pick
was,
him up
it
today.
was a long time ago, so I would not cell phone. They would have had to page him.
Don't page it.
Page him 911.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
What happened? So
Renee's been shot. BB at St. Luke's.
Okay. So the dog went back to the train station to wait,
And the guy did not show up.
and the dog wouldn't leave, right?
I think the dog just stayed there.
Yeah,
Slept
would refuse to
outside.
leave. Yeah,
Waiting for the guy.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
I think they made a movie about this.
yeah, I think there's a movie about it. She
Yeah.
said, and I was like, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Woonsocket is really historical too.
Yeah, Woonsocket kind of scared me a little bit when I first moved out. I was like, where
As it
am I
should.
now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
It's fine.
What's
It's fine.
happening?
Yeah. All of this.
Yeah,
It's cleaning up, but it's still Woonsocket. But
but it's just a different vibe. You know.
Yeah, it's much different.
Yeah, it's
different
just
land. Yeah.
it's weird. Like now that I work up there, seeing how Attleboro, Plainville, Franklin, Woonsocket, Bellingham are very Pawtucket. It's all like Cumberland. Like okay, I can almost visualize the settlers
Yeah.
being here and
Yeah.
branching out.
Got it. You go that way. I'll go this way.
We're gonna make these streets in these weird angles.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Definitely a New England thing.
So being from Boston and living all the different parts, what's your favorite? Like you're like, okay, this is if I had to tell somebody go.
I think growing up in the South End was a really unique experience compared to like my friends who grew up in Roxbury, Dorchester, Mattapan. Roxbury was like right there, but it just had a whole different energy than the South End because the South End is the border of Roxbury and then downtown Boston. So we grew up in probably the most diverse, and I say we because my husband grew up like 4 streets away from me.
Okay.
So everybody lived in that neighborhood, white, black, Asian, Spanish. It was a very mixed community. And back, in the day, there was a lot, that's where all the gay people lived in the South End as well. So it was like a very mixed cultural community.
Sounds like Providence.
Which most of the other parts of Boston were predominantly black, or they had like a big white enclave and then a black enclave, but it wasn't that mixed. So, and then we could walk to downtown Boston, so we had exposure to the financial district, all the like major department stores. It was just a different experience, I think. So I would say the South End because it's like Back Bay adjacent, and you get all the restaurants, the shopping, good cultural experience.
You take the train?
In Massachusetts, yes, I do. Like, but I used to take the Amtrak but I'm not a real RIPTA girl.
No.
I
that's
think you have
okay.
to grow up here to do RIPTA.
And even that.
Yeah. You're not going to do it happily.
Not loving it.
Yeah.
Not loving the RIPTA situation.
Yeah, not most people do.
And they be trying to push it like that shit's fly. Like if you don't cut it out, like this is a means to get.
I'm like,
place.
is this velvet? What? What is on this seat?
What is this?
What?
This is hotel carpet?
It does look like motel carpet.
It
Like, I'll
does.
just walk home.
It's fine. I need the steps anyway. I'm in a challenge.
But I mean, they are very
I'm in a
high
challenge.
high tech. They have like the tap and go. With
I have no idea how you pay to get on the bus now.
Oh,
They
it's-
take cards?
It's
I
not
haven't
like you
been
don't.
on a RIPTA in 2 years, but
I thought you still
but
put the
they
change.
have a thing. No, they have a thing like an app on the phone, and I think you can tap it now. And it, yeah.
I keep saying I'm gonna take the bus.
I have to ask my kids because.
Yeah, please do.
Cause for some reason the bus comes by his house and we always like joke about it. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna take the bus to your house one day. I don't think I'm gonna do that though.
You can take the bus to like Newport though. It's wild.
Yeah, I used to take the bus to URI when I crashed my car. That was a long ride. And then the bus driver called me sir one time. That shit was
My
crazy.
God.
he was being an asshole though. So like the bus picked
Not
us
the bus
up
driver being
because the bus would pick us up at the Union, right? We would come home on the weekend sometimes, and I had to do laundry. So I got my little basket of laundry. I went to the Union, got my sandwich, and I'm like, I'm gonna eat my sandwich on the bus. It's got an hour ride.
Might as well.
Mine as well. And I got my hood on, and it was me and Janelle, I think someone else. We get on the bus, we get in the back of the bus, and I'm eating, and this dude's on the little speaker, sir,
Wow.
Sir.
Wow.
and I'm just in my sandwich, like, cause I'm
He's
like,
really
he ain't
not talking
talking
to
to me,
me.
right? You can't eat on the bus, sir. I'm
Wait,
like,
why?
Since when?
right, and I'm looking at him like, sir, what you mean? I've been on enough buses with enough meals, like, I'm eating this sandwich.
I've eaten a whole plate of Chinese food on the bus.
And this is why I said the bus driver was being an asshole.
That's a little crazy of you, but okay.
I don't
Boston,
think so.
that's listen.
Oh, Boston,
if you
okay,
get
okay.
on that 43 bus from
don't-
downtown Boston at Park Street, you definitely ate a plate of Chinese food.
I mean,
I
your
don't think
house.
it's a Boston crazy. I mean, I don't think.
Very ghetto. My mom would not approve, but
Yeah,
I would eat a plate of Chinese food on the
on
bus
the
if I
bus,
could.
on the train, yes. On the bus, no.
Why?
it
Because
depends on how
the train
hungry
is a bit smoother, at least.
Oh, because it's bumpy.
Yeah.
And
you
can
got to get
rice.
that back seat, that back row
Yeah.
of the bus, that bench.
And if it's full, and I don't want to be eating.
Nah,
next
you
to
can't be
people.
eating when it's full. on the bus.
Exactly.
That's different.
Yeah,
But if
not
it's
all
like
good.
50% or fewer riders,
okay.
I'll fuck with it.
yeah, you're just trying to enjoy your sandwich.
man
She's
caught you,
just
sir.
instituting like weird
Listen,
rules.
mad rules that didn't come out of nowhere.
No
like,
eating.
you mad 'cause I brought laundry
Does
on
he
the
have
bus?
to clean the bus after his shift? Like, what is? I don't understand.
What's the problem?
This person invested in the bus.
Right. Is this your bus?
Right.
He said, "Should I call you
Privatized
Mister?"
bus.
I used to always get French toast sandwiches, or I would get like a good turkey club, but like you can customize your sandwich because
From school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the college cafeteria is bomb.
right. So I would get like a
Yeah.
turkey sandwich, but instead of bacon, I would get pepperoni, triple decker. Like it was. So whatever the sandwich was, I know it was a serious sandwich, and I was ready to eat it, and he was trying to interrupt me, and I'm still angry.
He was hating.
Big hate.
Yeah.
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 Another thing.
See, we got Jen going.
I saw a clip that you guys posted recently. I don't know who the woman was you were talking to, but she was like talking about something, and she's like, so my 40th birthday, I blah, blah, blah,
Yes.
and my 50th birthday, and I'm like, wait, how old is this lady? And she kept going. I'm like, how old is this lady? She looked amazing.
So
I'm
she
like,
is 65.
that is crazy.
And that's our girl, Teresa. She's
She
cool.
looks-
That's our girl.
So good. I'm like, did she just say my 65th? What?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, and her husband's like, I forget how much younger her husband is. 10 years younger?
Let's go.
It's her first marriage.
Let's
At 60.
go.
She got married at
Yay.
64.
Good for her.
Yeah,
Aw.
Teresa's that girl, like, honestly.
I can,
Yeah.
just from that little clip, I'm like, I like this lady.
Uh-huh.
So
No,
shout out
she's
to her.
definitely, she's dope. Like, we're in a book club together. So our book club's been going strong for some decades.
Wow.
And yeah, we've been hanging there for a long time. And she's been in the book club since like all that time. And she's,
We haven't done anything for decades, Darren.
y'all been friends for decades.
Thank you. I've been a dad
That's
for
the thing.
2 decades.
You have been a dad for 2
Kinda crazy.
decades.
It's kinda
That's
crazy.
wild.
Not for the week.
No,
Not
not
for
at
the
all.
That's wild.
Speaking of marriage, Jen's boyfriend, this lovely guy.
Hey, darling.
Let's say
I'm
Jen,
scared.
Yeah, let's say he proposes to you.
Okay.
And he gives you a beautiful ring.
All right.
And if for whatever reason this relationship doesn't work out,
Oh, this question. Thank you for bringing it up.
Do you keep the
do
ring?
you keep the ring?
Did you see there was a court case about that
Yeah.
recently?
Yeah, in Boston or Rhode Island.
Well, I think it was Rhode Island.
Yeah, it might have been. No,
Oh, no, I think it was
Boston.
Boston.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's like the Boston episode.
That's what's up.
Yeah, transplants. So yes, it doesn't work out for whatever reason. Are you keeping the ring? You give it back.
Me personally, I would give it back because what am I going to do with it? Like, how weird would that be to still wear it?
I feel like I'm pawning it.
So you're keeping it, but getting rid of it.
Yeah, or just keeping it. Yeah, I probably would keep it. I don't know. I've never been in a situation where I had to. There was a. I think etiquette wise, it's a gift, and yet he's not supposed to ask for it back.
So that court case that you're referring to, the judge deemed that they had to give the ring back.
What?
Okay. And you know, I get outrage. Now I understand both sides. Technically, I did give it to you as a gift, but we're not getting
Well,
married.
what's the man gonna do with it?
So, yeah.
Maybe he can get his
Give
money
it to
back.
somebody
Money
else.
back,
I
let's
know
all give
someone
it-
who did that.
Ooh.
What? Give it to somebody else?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Does the person who received it know that it was a regifted ring?
they might know now. They listen to this podcast. I don't
No,
know.
don't say the name.
No names. No
So
names.
here's my thing. If he proposes to you and he says, "Will you marry me? Here's the ring." And if you say yes, then I give you the ring. So therefore,
And that's how they viewed it. It's a contractual thing.
uh-huh.
So when I read it, it was something like before in these types of situations, because it's contractual, if the person who received the ring is the reason why the breakup is happening, then they would have to give the ring back. So like if she cheats or if she does something
Maybe.
and that's the reason why there's a breakup, then you didn't fulfill
So that
the
makes
contract.
me think of this podcast I was listening to just yesterday, and the girl, it's not funny. She had to return her dowry.
But that's a real thing, though.
She was Kenyan. And it's not funny because of the situation. It's just funny to me that the pettiness of them asking for the dowry
back by cows.
No, but,
I'm like, how you even know those are? I guess
I didn't say it. No matter, cow's a cow. I mean,
no, but in African culture, that's how you get a divorce.
And that's what it was.
Yeah. It's because a divorce isn't like, paper. It's when they give. So if you give that thing back, then the relationship's over. That's how my parents did it.
Yeah, and that's
like
what
she
called it. She called it a...
Yeah, it was like a whole thing.
Yeah, it's like a dowry return. And it was wild to me because I had heard about the dowry, and I had heard about all the things that go into it. And I know it sounds a little sexist, but I think it's kind of a cool tradition if you understand the origin.
Yeah.
But then have to bring the stuff back, I was like, what? That's crazy to me.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, I do think that if the recipient of the ring is the reason for the relationship not working out, cheating or what have you, then she should give the ring back.
What if she just breaks up with him? She didn't do anything.
It's
What if they just grew apart?
Blame? Like, cheating is very concrete, but how do you really assess blame?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if she just ends the relationship.
Yeah, you guys grew apart. You guys don't like each other anymore for whatever reason. Do you still get the ring back?
Now, if it's not an engagement ring, like if it's just a necklace or something, I'm going to keep it. But an engagement ring,
yes.
I don't see what I'm going to do with it.
So I think I'd be like, no, keep it. What am I going to do with it?
Also, I would be like, no, I don't want your ring. Ew.
Yeah, I would definitely pawn it and go on vacation.
She's lived life. She's already thinking ahead. Like, I'm going to be sad. I need to be happy.
Yeah, because
therefore,
what's he gonna do with it?
I mean, he could pawn it, or he can return it, or he can keep it.
That's for my suffering.
Or he can hold on to it and like maybe I'll get her back.
That's my pain and suffering.
That's your pain. You guys always think I'm owed to something.
Now, if you propose to somebody and they say no, is that the end of the relationship, or do you keep dating?
We've asked this before, and I think it depends on why the no. But
I can't.
For me, I'm going to please leave me alone for a while.
Yeah, like if it's at Fenway Park and you say no,
I made a grand gesture.
We definitely broke up. Like no, you riding home. I don't know how you're getting home.
But also, I think sometimes people do the grand gesture because they know the person would say no, and in that case, then I feel like you're being a bully.
Wait, you think people propose in a big way because they know the person's going to say no? So I'm proposing in a way that you can't say no?
Yeah. Like, I'm going to have your whole family here, my whole family here.
That's very manipulative.
Yeah, right. And I don't like that.
I didn't have a wild engagement, which I'm very grateful for.
Right.
Because I would have been embarrassed for it was like on the Golden Gate Bridge or some stupid, I would be so mad.
Shut down a whole restaurant and everybody's staring at you.
If it's in my dessert, I would be.
If it's in my dessert, so I like my food. You're ruining the experience for me.
Yeah, I would be annoyed with that.
Yeah,
it was very low key, and I love that. I'm grateful for that.
I feel like that's more heartfelt. Like you're not doing it for the show. You're not doing it for attention. You're doing it.
But I got something controversial for y'all.
Oh, good.
We were engaged for 11 years.
Oh.
Wow. How do you feel about that?
Do I think that's too long?
Yeah. Do you guys think that's too long?
How long were you dating before you got engaged?
Maybe 2 years. Let me think. Doing the math. Maybe 2 years.
Okay, so let me ask.
But we were really young.
When you got engaged, were you just putting off the wedding because you didn't want to do it? Or is that going to change my answer?
I don't even think we knew what we were doing.
Okay.
I think it was just kind of I don't want you to be with anybody else.
Okay, then
kind of thing. I don't even know where he came up with the idea. I'm like, why?
Wait, he proposed to you and didn't ask? Did you have a conversation about it before?
No.
Oh.
It was
a real proposal.
He. I mean, we were but we were super young. He proposed. We did not I didn't even ask. I was not looking for a ring. He proposed, and then we were engaged for 11 years, and I never put the pressure on him. We gotta, because some people 2 years. If you haven't done anything, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm gonna say it's a little. That's a bit too long. But it sounds like it was on both of y'all. It wasn't like
there was no. I don't think we knew what the timeline was supposed to be.
It was not a glorified, but it was like one step above a promise ring.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
We're not gonna date date other people. But I do think 11 years is kind of nuts to just be engaged.
It's nuts to look back on it. I probably would never do that again. But
really,
yeah,
because we got engaged on like Saturday, and Monday my wife was like, "All right, so where are we gonna do this wedding?" And I was like, "Oh, now?
yeah,
That's early. You don't want to wait a week to let it settle in the dust." But she was like, "No, let's look at venues. Let's plan this out." So the fact that I think it's cool that you both were like,
this
cool.
was all pre-social media, so I can't tell you what could have happened if it was like the era of Instagram and like Facebook and stuff. It might have gone a lot differently.
Got it. Because you would have had other influences.
There might have been some pressure there.
See, I feel like what she's describing sounds like what we are in right now. It's not like we would mind being married, but it's also like we don't need to rush it.
Yeah.
Like, and then if it happens one day, that's great.
Yeah.
You know?
And then we didn't have a big wedding either. We got married at the Justice of the Peace.
Nice.
There was only 4 of us there, and my baby nephew who was like just born.
Nice.
Aww.
And
Did you do it like a party or something afterwards, or
we went to Cheesecake Factory.
I was gonna say Applebee's. Did you?
An Applebee's, Cheesecake Factory, just a notch.
A little nostalgia. I get it.
Yeah.
It's a special.
cheesecake is
occasion.
bomb?
It is. We just had cheesecake tonight.
Jealous.
But I will say it is crazy that he proposed without a prior conversation, because I maybe talked to my wife about it for a year before I asked. So if I were to ask you tomorrow, what would you say?
Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
You wanted to be sure.
I'm not taking
want
a
to get
chance.
embarrassed.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm not about to do 3 months salary and you be acting crazy.
But he also did it in like a grand
I did
gesture
it,
way.
yeah, a big gesture.
Like it was a 30th birthday party for her.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he proposed at
So
the
are
party.
you saying that he did the thing that you... I don't think so. I've seen you with your wife, and I think that
Well,
was...
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it worked out. She liked what we did.
Yeah,
But I
it was
think
a great
that,
party.
that was good. I think maybe more men should be calculated like that. My husband really did go out on a limb, just like, yeah. And I was just like, yeah, okay, sure.
I mean, well, he knows you, obviously.
Yeah, that means you have like a comfortable vibe.
It's really,
Yeah.
Where it's like I know.
Yeah, we have a very chill relationship.
Yeah.
So, in a good way. Like,
Yeah.
the pandemic was our favorite time. We're kind of like, we kind of want another pandemic without the death.
Oh, don't get him started. Go ahead, talk about it, guys.
Loved it.
Oh man, if I could just be trapped in the house on furlough.
It was amazing. Oh my gosh.
You guys were alone?
Well, our sons were there.
Okay,
and they
okay.
were doing their senior year of high school virtually.
Okay, good.
So they were there, but like I said, we have the way our house is structured. We have like our top floor, and they have their bottom floor. So we don't even have to.
You have to see each other.
And
Man.
Yeah, I mean, we just and we have like one of those reclining sofas that reclines on both sides,
Man.
and a big TV. We have like a little media room. We stayed up in there. I had my work laptop. I was like this. He was over here. We had the nacho cheese Dorito things going on. The best.
If it wasn't
So
for the
great.
death, COVID would have been my favorite time of the year.
I loved it. We cooked all of our meals because I was afraid to order takeout. It was a good time.
Yeah, you learn some stuff about each other, about yourselves.
Yeah, and I think that was a test for a lot of relationships.
Indeed.
It sure was.
There was a lot of newlyweds that were all of a sudden stuck together.
Yeah.
and it changed things drastically.
Pandemic happened, and we were like a year and a half in or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember because you had just moved in with him. Or
No,
you
I hadn't moved in. I asked him. The pandemic was supposed to be for 2 weeks, and I was afraid to go home by myself because everybody's like dying in their houses and no one's finding their bodies, right?
Oh my gosh, and no toilet paper.
So I'm like, do you mind if I like bring some clothes and I just stay with you for the 2 weeks? And he's like, yeah, sure, whatever. So I brought like a basket of clothes. Me and my basket of clothes, I just carry everywhere, right? And then I just never left.
Never.
I like that for you.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I'm honestly, there were a lot of couples that did not make it through the pandemic.
Yeah.
We were witness to some of those relationships that imploded, and I was just like, sorry for them.
Yeah. And there's a lot of relationships that were discovered. I think there's a documentary that was on Netflix of two people who started dating just before the pandemic hit, and didn't hit, and they were like, hey, let's take a trip for a weekend.
Oh yeah, they got stuck somewhere.
And they got stuck for like 3-4 months. It was like maybe in Costa Rica or something. They could not fly back home.
Amazing.
Yeah, and that ended up being like what really like tied them together. So yeah, it was some people really thrived off of it.
Yeah, no, I quite enjoyed our time together.
If I could go back.
So now we kind of keep that routine. Like we kind of have the same routine that we had during the pandemic. Like after I get off work, I just like kind of come. Depending on what's on TV, of course, it's basketball season right now, football season. So it's like all the games, and then I'm playing like Candy Crush over here. We just do our thing.
Yeah.
It's so funny when you do that, right? Like you're watching something together, and then without any words, he'll go on his phone, I'll go on my phone, we'll go scroll on Facebook, whatever, separately.
Yeah.
And then we'll see something that we both like. We'll send it to each other like
Yeah.
we're not next to each other. And then go back to watching and whatever.
Yeah.
It's no words.
Just
Tatum hit a
existing.
3-pointer. Was like,
Oh,
Or one person sees, did you see that? They're going to show the replay. Look. Then that's it.
it's great.
yeah.
It's great.
What a time to be alive and not be a child.
Indeed.
Not have to homeschool yourself.
I feel bad. I say it a lot for the younger people because they don't experience things. They want to hear about things.
They want to observe things.
Yes, they want to watch YouTube videos of people talking about doing things.
Opening unboxings and
While playing games.
And
Yeah.
it started
playing
from when they
games.
were kids, when they had the kinder candies,
Yeah.
and they would just sit there watching kids open up candies. I'm like, what? And so they don't have that, and I feel bad.
I just was outside all day. As long as I could be outside, I wanted to be outside when I was a kid. I could like fall, knock the wind out of myself, be like have limbs hanging off, and I was like not going inside until the last possible minute.
fine.
So. Outside was fun.
Outside was fun. Now inside is it.
No, I
being
mean,
inside.
I guess as an adult it is, but as a kid, I want the kid. I wanted my kids outside. So I tried to get them to play every possible thing that there was to play, every after school thing that I could put them in. I tried to do that because I didn't want them to be just the kids that were playing like video games all night and stuff like that.
But now at my big age, I'm in the house.
I love being home.
Oh,
I'm actually really grumpy this week because I'm busy.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I know when you said you were busy today, I'm like, ugh.
I like to go out, but I also love when plans get canceled. It's like such a euphoric feeling.
Well, it sounds like for you that you know, because your kids are older, you have the ability to move around a lot.
Oh,
easier.
yeah. I'm moving and shaking.
So, yeah. So you can be out, you can be in, and it's
Yeah,
cool.
people are like, oh, you want to go do this on a Tuesday night? I'm like, yeah, let's go.
There's going to be food.
Exactly. Will there be food?
And will there be seats? And is there parking?
Will there be seats? So
Which is why I love a good African club, because you're gonna get some suya, you're gonna get a seat, and you
have
know
some music.
it's grown folks clubbing. I love it.
Yeah, that was when we went to Ghana. That was like the thing that I think I was most impressed by with all the festivities is how they would hire somebody to do the suya at each party.
What is that?
It's like lamb or beef, depending, and it's like a grilled meat, sometimes on a steak with some onions.
Okay, tasty.
Not quite a kebab, but
Yeah, it's
savory.
like an African version of like teriyaki on a steak.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Okay, yeah,
little
sounds tasty.
meat lollipop.
I like it. Meat pop.
Also very prevalent in Ghana, easy to get.
Easy to get,
Yeah.
right on the street.
And yeah.
I fear we don't have time to talk about it, but we have to talk about Before 90 Days at some point soon. Because
I'm really rooting for Niles and Matilda.
Yeah.
I'm really rooting for them.
yeah. Did you see? Do you watch the show?
I am inspired to watch the show after listening to you. I have to catch up, but I know that there's like I know a couple of the couples because my friends have told me about them. So
It's nuts. Did you see or have you seen the demise of Chidi?
Oh,
Oh.
and Renee. Oh, bye, girl.
Girl, she is nuts.
Bye.
Crazy woman.
Bye, Renee.
She a crazy white woman. Or I don't even know if she's Spanish at this point. She might just
See,
be
when you was
white.
calling her Spanish before, I was like, I don't know.
You know why I thought she was Spanish? Because she's from New Mexico and Darren's racist.
That is bad.
it had Mexico in it.
It
I
did.
was like, where did he get Spanish from? I'm
Because it says like Hispanola next to it or Hispanol or something like that. And I was like, oh, she's definitely Spanish.
but she might have some Hispanic in her. I I could
Do you
see
guys
it.
have you watched prior seasons, or are you just not watching this
Is this
season?
the first season of them?
I've
Oh no! It's
No,
not. It's
it's
not.
like-
It's not. It's a night.
Because I watched like one from before where there was like a guy from Egypt, and after him, I was like, I don't know if I can watch it. And then
I
there was,
didn't watch that one. I saw the one with Michael and
Michael?
Angela.
oh no, and then Bilal and
didn't see that
Shida. That was a good one too.
I usually don't watch these shows at all. Like reality shows like this, my wife watches them. I watched like Love Is Blind, I think, once, one full season, and that's been.
You got to go back and watch Bilal and Shida because he went to Trinidad to meet her, and you know.
Oh.
And
Okay.
and then when he went to
Okay.
pick her up to come to America, he picked her up in like a beat up van, and then he drove her to a decrepit house.
That was the white lady. Was that the one with like the storm hit them?
No,
Okay,
she's black. She's black.
Okay,
She's
then never mind.
Trinidadian.
Okay.
But they're both Muslim, and so he because he wanted to see if she really was into him or what
or
she
just
thought he
coming for the
had.
money.
So he picked her up in a rusty van, brought her to a house that was like nicely, like he had it staged. The house was like staged but it wasn't big. It had like needed some repairs and stuff. But he really lives in like this really dope house and drives like, of course, a luxury car, whatever.
Oh wow!
And
Playing games.
and she was just like, "This is not what I came to America for." It was pretty funny, but yeah, they had some hiccups in the very beginning, but
They're doing all right.
they're doing okay. I think they just
good.
had a baby.
Oh wow!
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, you definitely get invested in these people. Like very like Chidi and Rain, whatever. Man, she's getting downright disrespectful
Bruh.
at the bus stop, the beach,
At
the
the
beach.
beach.
I was like, lady,
I said, for you to get so bad that a blind man leaves you sitting there is crazy. He said, I'll find my way back to my Uber. I don't need you, bitch. I'm out.
not a blind.
oh my god, she's nuts.
I need to see this.
Oh, she went full on like not blinking anymore. Like there's nothing on behind the lights. Lights are on, nobody's home.
And that's why I want to see when they end the season and they talk to these people, like, when you watch this back, ma'am, like, did you say, yup?
That's why I can't be on reality TV because there's only so long I can like fake for the camera. I'm gonna forget it's there, and then you're gonna really see what's really happening. I think these people forget that they're trying to pick up every single moment, and they're provoking them too. So I think it's
Nah, but she was wilding.
Yeah, it's yeah.
She's mad. He's blind. He lives with his sister. Like, let's not forget, the man blind. She took him to an eye doctor and everything. The eye doctor was like, "No, we can do for him.
nothing.
He's blind.
He blind.
He lives with his sister, her husband, their kids, whatever. So clearly they like take care of him. And this lady's mad that he won't just pick up and leave with her. Like, you're in Nigeria. What do you know?
Oh wait, is this the autistic guy?
No, the autistic guy's in Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not.
But she went to Nigeria to meet a blind Nigerian man, and then mad that he don't want to just up and leave with
the
her.
way you describe it, Jen, it's accurate. Yes.
Because he knows his area.
Right.
He's gonna yeah.
You can't just. You don't know
But
where we're
I
going.
think that goes to like people thinking, everyone wants to come to America. No, everybody don't want to come to America. They
then
got
she got
everything
mad.
we have. They have it there,
Right.
if not more.
He watched the same TV show you watch. That's why you're both on it.
Yeah.
So he had to break up with her, which is that has to hurt your self-esteem. But he broke up with her.
A blind man leaves you. You say no thanks.
Yeah, no, I'm cool. I'm cool on you.
I'm better off on my own.
I can do better on my
I can do
own.
better
Right.
on my own as a black guy.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I can walk into walls without you, bitch. Bye.
Do you know how useless you have to be for a blind person to tell
like,
you,
I
I
don't
don't
need
need you.
I don't even want that.
I'm okay.
And I'm cool.
I'll sort it out on my own.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, but she was saying some crazy stuff. I feel
I'm
like
sure.
she was like, take a good look at me because you're never gonna see me
When she
again.
said that,
Take
I
a
said-
good look.
When she said that, Darren, I don't watch it at home. Like, I'll be at work and I'll just play it and be listening to it while I'm on my spreadsheets, and I'm like, did she just take a good look?
So you doing a whole podcast with it. You
Yeah.
listen to it
I
as if
listen
it's a
to it.
podcast.
Yes.
I don't listen to podcasts. I listen to
I
shows.
listen to this goofy hour and a half per episode show.
I want to see though. Is it is someone who works in Vegas? Is that what you guys?
This guy.
I need to understand what's going on with that.
Nobody.
You'll never get
He's
it.
the one who
You'll
said
never
maybe I can marry your mother.
After meeting, I didn't get there because I couldn't get past him meeting the family and the family liking him.
See, I need to rewatch that one because, like I said, I was working. I looked at the phone and she had an older brother, sister as well. I said, "Oh, this runs in the family. That's what's up."
Okay.
Genetics.
She said, "I see my older sister doing it, and I thought I could do it too." I said, "Okay, maybe that's why they don't want people showing it around like that."
Having 2 trans children at once that's gotta be stressful. You know what I'm saying? Like the ratio.
Nothing against it. We're not.
Now, where are they? Philippines?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like that's the thing.
It is.
Yeah.
That thing.
Very much a thing, and it's okay there. Not as not okay anywhere else, but like they're okay with it. I was a little concerned that this was a lifestyle that nobody liked.
2 in one family. I feel like
like one set of siblings, like not like you and your cousin, like you and your older sibling.
Yeah, both of you. Again.
So lightning struck twice.
Yeah, sharing clothes.
Okay.
Whatever makes you guys happy. But this guy.
Yeah. Lauren.
Yeah, that and them and
Oh, I thought you were saying them as in trans.
So I was like, oh, you were just respecting them pronouns. Like, yes.
I do respect
King.
the pronouns, but I wasn't talking about that. It has meant like on top of that family in that situation, the is it not the Russian guy, Ukraine guy? Is it the Ukraine?
The Croatian.
Croatian. I'm sorry. Thank you. Bozo.
That's not how it's pronounced, but it's how it's spelled.
But he is a bozo.
Yeah,
It's pronounced Bozo, but Bozo or something like that.
Whatever.
I don't have the muscles.
Me neither. I don't care enough to do it. He's another crazy one because
I feel like it's that region though, because on 90 Day Before there was I want to say a Croatian woman or something. She was she was like whatever, the Eastern European, and she was black fishing, and she got she was off the chain, and she was with this young black boy, and his black mother was like, "No, ma'am, that's what we're not gonna do."
I know that's right. Sometimes you just gotta put your foot down.
That's what we're not gonna do. And that was volatile.
He flat out told this woman who flew from wherever she flew from to Poland to see him.
Croatia. Or maybe Poland.
Maybe.
Because she's also from Europe somewhere. Her family was like in the war. She survived the war. Then she moved to America. And then she went to him.
Okay.
So she's a survivor. And you made her do what now?
Picture this. She's in the airport and he's not picking up his phone.
She's on her way to him.
I'm flying over multiple time zones, and he's not picking up his phone.
Okay.
Finally picks up his phone. They meet in person. They get together, and he looks at her in her eye and said, "I'm not really that attracted to you."
How did I know it was coming out of your mouth before it came?
Even before that, he took her on a date.
But what changed? Had they not been FaceTiming?
He said, I wanted to meet you in person like that, but the romance is not there yet."
She's like, "What?" They went on a date like where they learned how to cook, like a cooking class. And somebody in the cooking class was like, "Oh, so you guys know each other?" And he said, "Oh, we're just friends."
Wow.
And she had just got off the plane. Girl,
you know how many transfers that was? That was not a direct flight. Come on now. I don't know where she
just got off the plane. He said, "Are you tired? Do you want to go to?" She's like, "No, we can go.
We do what you want.
Straight off the plane."
Sorry, you only got to tell me one time. The first time. I was still in the airport too. Listen.
Dog, let me know here.
Changing my ticket.
She rented like an Airbnb or whatever for 3 weeks, a whole apartment for 3 weeks.
For the two of them.
And he dropped her off at the apartment. Was like, "All right.
Good night."
No, sir.
Wow. With a salute.
She was like, "You can stay on the couch if you don't feel comfortable." He's like, "Nah, I think I'm just going to go home."
Yeah.
He didn't give her no kiss.
Nothing.
So what kind of marriage does she think that's going to be?
So she's pissed. Because she's like, this is not how we were talking. They met.
He probably got a whole family. Something's off.
No,
there.
he doesn't. But
he didn't bring her flowers. He brought her a plant.
A plant.
So he just wanted a friend.
A plant, Tracy. A plant. You see right here, plant.
Like green.
Yes.
Like a fern.
Yeah, a fern.
You give me a goddamn
fern.
So was he just looking for papers? I'm so very
not even that, because he's not even playing it up.
Yeah.
Then if you want papers, you got to act like you like me.
Nope.
or you gotta.
See, that's why I like Married at First Sight, because none of them see their spouse before the wedding day, and hilarity ensues. And there's often a lot of that. I do not think you're cute, and it's fun to watch.
But he thought she was so attractive in all the pictures. I think he just thinks she's annoying. I think she just annoys him.
Okay, that might be it. Yeah, he does behave that way.
Yeah, he behaves like he said she's a little too much.
Like shh.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Her voice is a lot.
Yeah.
She's a lot. She wears a lot of pink, a lot of makeup. He probably in person is like, whoa.
Sir, did you not get the script? Like, we told you we were coming.
Hey, listen, seeing somebody on a little screen versus seeing them in person is
I'm
very
like,
different.
does she have a lot of filters? I don't understand.
No, that's exactly how he acts.
He acts like,
she's annoying.
she don't shut the fuck up. She's like, I just want to hug you, and he's like,
well, that's annoying. That is annoying.
But okay, again, if I flew as far as I flew to see you,
at least give me a kiss,
a hug,
some
not a fern,
or and then she gave him some stuff. She's like, I brought you some gifts.
But like a little cute little air freshener. Yeah, he's like, oh, this is so funny. I can think that this is us.
Wow, I gotta catch up on 90 Day. Obviously,
I'm missing. It's before the 90
before the 90
And
days.
I don't understand how they still have new couples in
There's
episode 12.
There's still more coming.
Why do you have a new couple?
I can't.
I can't.
The Brazilian ones are the best, though.
I don't like the Brazilian ones because they be talking too much, and the Brazilian people never speak English. Like, I'll take
There's a lot of subtitles.
And I'm like I said, I'm listening to it. Like, I'll take the ones with the broken English over the subtitles. Because the Brazilian
because I gotta look at the screen.
Yeah, the Portuguese, they just be like, oh.
Do you watch like any foreign language shows on Netflix or anything like that? I'm very into.
Really?
Yes.
There's a Netflix movie coming out that I just watched the trailer on there, and I was like, oh, that looks interesting. And then I realized the movie's not in English, and it's all subtitles. I'm really sad.
You're like, forget it.
Yeah, I'm sad.
We watched a whole South African series in subtitles. It was wild.
You're fully in there.
Yeah, we were so invested, and then the final episode was such trash. I was like, I cannot believe.
Not some Game of Thrones in you.
It was called The Herd. It was really good though. It was interesting.
Oh, I didn't get to bring up the movie Rust.
Rust.
That's the one with Alec Baldwin when the lady got shot.
Oh my goodness.
So the first trial was with the person who handles the props. She got found guilty for manslaughter. They put her in jail for a year and a half, right?
Jesus, goodness, Lord. I didn't even do anything.
So then Alec Baldwin had his trial start, and I'm like, all right, what's about to happen?
Nothing.
Nothing. The judge dismissed the trial because they said the prosecution mishandled the evidence, whatever. So he's free.
He's all up on SNL. He was on Saturday Night Live last weekend.
Right. So he's free.
Chilling.
So this was 3 years ago now this happened. So now the movie, they're actually releasing it, but like I think in Poland or something. And so they were talking about it on CBS Mornings. I'm like, what the hell? Do you know what the movie's about?
Mm-mm.
It's about a little boy who accidentally shoots and kills somebody.
Are you kidding me?
And mind you, because we're ridiculous in our house too, the TV's in the bathroom. So I'm in the shower and I'm like...
I grew up in a house like that. So
I'm in the shower just washing my face like, you said what now, Gail?
Are you serious?
The movie is a Western about a little boy who accidentally shoots and kills somebody.
All right. I am all set.
Yeah.
I'm all set.
That's right. That's where we can end
set.
it. Well, Tracey, thank you again.
Thank you for having me.
This was wonderful.
It's been fun.
Yay.
One more time, please tell everyone where they can find you guys, hear you guys.
So social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, while it lasts. We're at Little State Big Voices. It's a very long title, but it's exactly how it sounds.
Yeah, it's perfect.
At Little State Big Voices.
I think it's perfect. And streaming platforms?
Yeah, YouTube.
Oh, just YouTube. Oh, no, I was listening to you guys on Spotify.
Spotify, yes, as well. Sorry.
And the wonderful thing on Spotify, if it's there, you can actually watch their videos while you're listening to them.
So wherever podcasts are heard, Apple Music, you can really find us pretty much anywhere on all those streaming. Yeah, we have a link tree and it has all of our links. But to watch us, definitely YouTube or Spotify. Yeah, Shahida's our tech guru, so she handles all that.
Yeah, I gotta. So okay, what won't talk about? And I'm like, you really just record with just your little cameras on your phone, and it looks like
I literally have my thing in my stand like this.
It looks so good. Well, thank you so much to Tracey for joining us this week.
Thank
we
you.
Really appreciate
Thank you for
it.
having us.
And hopefully next time we'll have Shahida and Ben with us.
Yes,
and
I think it's going to be really funny.
Full.
Don't do that with your fingers.
Well, full. I didn't do this.
You didn't do that.
I didn't do that. Thank you. Like a little state.
Please delete this little state.
Aha! There we go. Guys, thank you so much for joining us, and we will talk to you next week.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We'll
Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, we won't talk to you next week. Damn. Enjoy Turkey Day. Deep fry your turkey and or gumbo or seafood boil. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Yay.
Thank you guys so much. That was fun. Oh, yeah. I'm stretching my legs.